We are live, guys. We are here. We are here. We apologize. We have to consult behind the scenes, but Dr. Stella kept time, of course. And we have to consult behind the scenes. Some of us have to get our water, food, whatnot, so that at least we are here on time. So, guys, welcome to the Sunday service. The first Sunday service of the month of February. And we are so honored to have Dr. Stella with me. And yeah, so we are going to take some bit of time just to chat with you guys, welcome you. We have about 15 minutes to get this show started. But yes, I can see you guys, some of you are networking, you're bonding there. Thank you. Thank you for buying me time, Kisha. My managing moderator is here as well. Thank you so much. Allow me to catch up on the chats real quick. Dr. Stella, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you excited?
I am super excited.
You're not anxious or anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Anxiety, Misha. I'm good.
Okay, good. So guys, let me get the Sunday service anthem going, and then we can oh, we have a baby. From everybody today. Look at that adorable thing, guys, on the screen. Oh, she will be all these kids are going to be introduced shortly. Okay, they're going to be introduced. You're going to be seeing a lot of these little people on the screens. She's going to introduce them to us, and then we'll get to know them. Right. So welcome to guys to the Sunday service. I see a lot of people on the stream. Anastasia is already telling you, breathe in and out, doctor. She looks very fine. She does not look like she's stressed. Anastasia, she's very fine. Kisha, thank you so much for holding it down. I was really struggling with technology, but I think we are good now. Title Praise in the building. Tiffany is in the house. Tiffany is also going to be one of my guests this month. I'm going to tell my people to speak to her people so that we can make it happen. Welcome, Tiffany. Thank you so much for making it. I thought I saw Kisha, my beautiful sister, says, "Go, we are right on time. We were patiently awaiting your arrival." We have to make an entrance. You can't just come to the Sunday service like you just, like it was just like a random stopover or something like that. We have to make an entrance. You have to keep people waiting. Even when you go to church, the pastor does not come like immediately. The pastor has to hide behind that room, that room behind the church, before you even see the pastor with their nice suit. And the first lady, that is the wife to the pastor, also has to make, okay, the pastor is a man. I need to give context. I need to give. Stella, do you remember? Did you follow this drama with this pastor whose wife dressed so elegantly, and it caused a lot of drama on the internet? I think it was Ryan. Did you follow those receipts?
Yes.
Oh my! That was the best thing I've ever seen on the internet in 2026. Like that drama for me. But I think I love receipts too much. For me, I really enjoyed that entire drama. I ate it, as the kids say. Yeah, I ate all that drama, guys. It was so funny. Yeah, so I think everybody's here, guys. If you have not yet connected to Dr. Stella, let me see whether I can pin her link on my live stream. She's on the road to 300, and we have to make sure that we get her to 300 today. We are getting her to 300 while she's on this live Sunday service. Let me pin her link so that you guys can see her. We are multi-streaming both on her channel and both on her channel and my channel. I want you guys to watch from her channel, okay? Wambuyu Rainbag, welcome. Nice to see you, Wambuyu. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me see that I can get Dr. Stella's live on this pin. Connect and watch Dr. Stella here to get her to 300. Right. Kindly connect and also watch. I have to remember my manners, guys. I cannot be ordering people around. The other day I was walking with my one of my little brothers, and then I think we walked into the store and he was busy ordering somebody around, and I was like, "Please say please" to the young man. And then the young man was like, "Why? No, don't stop. It's just a kid." I'm like, "No, he has to learn these things from an early age, because whatever the mother took me through when I was growing up, these are called reparations. These kids have to learn the things I learned when I was, the mom cannot be very easy on him, and she was very hard on me and stuff like that." Anyway, I digress. Dr. Stella, don't mind me. Sometimes I just have my own rants here. But yeah, that is the life of growing up as a child, and then stop laughing, Tiffany. I just had to say it. I just had to say it. What was the goal? 300? Yes, she's on the road to 300. She only needs like I think 15 or something. Then she'll be there. Right. We have like a few minutes to. Kisha focus. Kisha focus. Forget about the pastor story. It was just an example I was using that. Imagine when the first lady of that church made her entrance in that outfit. So people, we have to make sure that we make an entrance. We cannot just be showing up at the Sunday service and everything. Anastasia, blessed, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. And guys, I know some of you have not seen me for a while. It's really been a very long week, but I'm getting there. A lot of things there have been a lot of things happening behind the scenes. I don't think I'm at liberty to disclose now, but hopefully I will share one of these days. That's what has been keeping me off the tube, I think, for the last 1.5 weeks. But I think we are better now. I think the month is going to be easy. So don't worry. I think I'm back on the grind. I thought I saw Nanjala. Nanjala must be your sister. Nanjala Soita.
Yes, she's the one. She's the one.
Nanjala is saying, Nanjala has a message for you. Give me my baby. Give me my baby. Give me my baby. That is what Nanjala. Yeah. Yeah. And then Nanjala is also giving you your compliments. That fit was fire, honestly. So just take your flowers. You're looking amazing, Dr. Stella. You're looking amazing. Looking amazing. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining this. This is going to be one of the best live clips, I think, in the history of the Sunday service, because we get to actually do something that is serious. Okay, I'm not trying to say that we normally don't discuss things that are serious. It's just that sometimes we get derailed a lot with a lot of, our stories never really following a straight line. We start from here, we end up here, and then we come back to seriousness. But this is going to be one of those conversations that I think is serious, but also very interesting. And because you're going to learn something that you don't know, and because you're going to be speaking to an ophthalmologist, actually a specialist, a professional. These are things you don't Google on the internet. The doctor is there, you'll just ask her directly, and then you can just get the not the prescription, but the answer based on what she says. That's why I'm saying that it's going to be a very interesting conversation you don't want to miss. Eva Kika, welcome, Eva Kika. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Kisha is already like enjoying the baby. Yeah, your baby is already like stealing the show from you. The baby is so, I know that baby is like, I'm just like, yeah, she's just like, ah. She's looking amazing. And thanks so much, guys, for connecting to Dr. Stella. I really appreciate that support. Thank you so much for that. Please go to her chat, leave her a compliment there. Eva Kika, are you connected to Dr. Stella? Eva Kika, you need to know Dr. Stella because you're also in the health space. And you guys you should be friends. Actually, you should have a collaboration one of these days around because you are all in the health space. I like making people need to know each other, get to know each other, and so that they can make content. Eva Kika, the Dr. Stella, Eva Kika is in the health space, works a lot with maternity health and whatnot. I think let's make that content happen. I think it is long overdue. Right. I think I've pinned the link on top of the chat. I hope you guys can see it. And once again, Nanjala, welcome. Nanjala, I have heard so much about you. But we are going to be told more. But I've heard so much about you. Good things. Not bad. Good things. I have to just make sure I give that. Disclaimer. Yes, Goga, what did you hear? And then Tiffany says, these are my most favorite part of the week. Oh. Dr. Stella, what do you say? Like, you should start feeling some type of way, yeah? That is, thank you. I'm so glad you chose us, Tiffany. You could have picked anybody else, but you chose our humble house. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate that support. We don't take it for granted. And Tiffany also celebrated, I think, a milestone. Tiffany, I think, celebrated like over 100 subscribers the other day, and she's really been active trying to push the content. And I just want to
Mm.
say, Tiffany, I think I'm going to make him a project this year. Once you come to the Sunday service, we are going to push you because we need to talk about your tea. We need to talk about healing. We need to talk about you. You are amazing. So we love to make sure we bring you over to the service so that we can have these conversations, okay? And then make sure that your manifestation of getting monetized this year actually is realized. Guys, I hope the music is not too loud. I hope my audio is clear enough. I'm just about to introduce our guest so that we can start this conversation. I think the link is good. In case of anything, speak to Kisha. Kisha is my honored managing moderator. One of them. There are like three. There's normally Kisha, Helen, and David Hunt. So in case you see Kisha, they work in shifts. So in case you are struggling with something there on the chat and you are like, Goga, why are you not seeing me? Goga, why are you not greeting me? When Kisha greets you, when David greets you, when Helen greets you, just know I've greeted you by extension, because they have a lot of powers. They do have a lot of powers on this chat. Um, so make sure you say hi to them. So yeah, without further ado, guys, allow me to see whether I can pull up a few things. Let me get Dr. Stella's channel so that you can visualize it. All right. Ivakika is like thanking Dr. Stella. Oh, and stuff. Me, I just love this baby on the screen, guys. Have you seen this? Have you seen this adorable thing on the screen? Yeah, it's just that the camera is still like low, but it looks adorable. Right? I'm just loving what I'm seeing on the screen, guys. Look at that. Kisha, here you go. This is how you trap people on your live streams. Anytime in case you don't have people watching your live streams, just come to the live stream with a baby. Even if you don't have a baby, just borrow one. Then, but make sure you get consent from their parents or something, so that you don't go and abduct a baby and then you say, Goga said you bring babies to the live stream. Just go and get a baby, come with them to a live stream. Don't even say anything. Just pretend that you're discussing very serious things. Let me tell you, nobody is going to leave there. They're going to be distracted the entire time. And I think that's what Dr. Stella planned, literally. Bring all adorable awesomeness on the screen, and then now we are all just glued. So please focus on Dr. Stella. I know you are all looking at this beautiful little human being down here with the beautiful eyes, and they just like glowing nicely. Looking amazing. So tips of doing live streams: in case you're looking to get monetized, borrow somebody's baby and come with them and hang out with them on the live stream. Make sure you get consent from their parents. Don't go and pick people's babies and then you start saying, Guga, but you told us to take babies and come with them on the live. Don't do that stuff. I will deny. Please get permission, because some of you here will go and report exactly what I say. Guga said we get babies and bring them to the live stream. And then Kisha says, my babies are 23 and 16. I miss this age. Oh. Tiffany says, borrow some babies. Yes, but always borrow babies and bring them to the live stream. It changes everything. But Ivakika, I know Ivakika is like, Ivakika, you have two of them now. Ivakika, you have two of them. The other one is 10 weeks old. But I know the father is very protective of his online presence. But one day we can steal them. When the father is at work, just do a pop-up live with that baby. Of course, you'll cover the baby and just make sure the food is being seen. That is enough. Once you see the foot of the baby, you are good. Because you'll still distract people. And then make sure your husband is not on the live stream. Make sure he's at work and very busy, that you will not see that you are live. And then you put that live on members only, the highest level of membership, where he's not a member yet. After it has ended, then there'll be no receipts. I'm giving you tips for free. Wamuyi, why are you laughing? These are things we've done. We have experience. we have experience. And then Kisha says, babies and cats are views magnets. There you go. Tiffany says, My babies are 20, 18, and 7. Oh, Tiffany, I saw your adorable daughter during your interview with Novelty Queens. That little girl, that your daughter is funny, and I like how she just took the show away from you. Please make sure you bring your daughter to the Sunday service the way Dr. Stella brought the kids to work today. Bring your kids to guys. That is content. If you know you have babies in your house, if your babies are old and you have grandkids, use them as content. So long as you have consent from their parents, use them as content. These are things nobody will tell you, but you are learning from here. Use those adorable human beings as content because you will get views, instant views, and yeah, and you'll get people to stay on your live stream. And you don't even need to say much. They don't need to do anything. They just need to exist. That baby is not even crying. That baby is not even saying anything on Dr. Stella's lap. But you are glued there because you are hoping to see the eyes again. You are hoping to see the baby jumping again. You are just there stuck because you're hoping to see action from the baby. That's how you get longer viewer retention on your channel. Yeah, it's been real, guys. Allow me to introduce Dr. Sula, then we can start our conversation. These are good receipts, but let us start the show. The rest will find us on our way. Right. I'm just going to read a quick biography, and then we can continue. Right. So let me say that I can pull up her channel because that's what I was doing. Dr. Stella. And then we are going to have like some slide deck running. So guys, I want you to just go to Dr. Stella, what is your favorite color?
Black.
Black. Okay. Black is her favorite. That explains your outfits in these pictures. Go to Dr. Stella's live stream and put the black hat emoji. Put that black hat emoji for her. Just welcome her on the live stream. Go to Dr. Stella's live stream, put that black hat emoji. Let's welcome her with a lot of love, with a lot of fanfare on the live stream. Type that black emoji on her chat as I read her introduction, and then we can get this show on the road, all right? So in case you're wondering who is our guest today, let me see that I can pull up her channel. It is here. We are multi-streaming, so just jump over on the link that is pinned on top of my chat. It will take you over to her live stream. There we go. There we go. So there we go. There we go. There we go. So that is the channel. The live stream is also happening there. So the best you can do is leave my live stream. Go and watch. Don't even worry whether I have a zero people watching. I really never care. Just go jump over and support her because we are on a mission to get her to 300 houses tonight. That is the mission. That is the goal. By the time she leaves the Sunday service, that she's going to say bye to the number 200, and that is what is going to happen. That is what is going to happen for her on the first day of February. All right. So please help me get there. Let us push, guys. It is your getting the word. It is your responsibility. It is your divine responsibility. That's the word I was trying to look for. It is not only your divine but social responsibility to make sure that whoever that you meet on these white streets and they need to get to their next milestone, and you have something you can do to push them to that milestone, do it. Ask questions later. So please, let's help get her to that milestone because that's her next milestone on YouTube, get into 300, and then once she gets there, then she'll now be working towards 500. So jump over there, drop those nice black hats for me on her chat, and then we'll get her to her milestone. So let me just change my title here because clearly I'm writing my own things. Dr. Stella, do you want to tell people anything before I introduce you? Just maybe a quick word of welcome and stuff, and then we can read your biography.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for having me on your show. I highly appreciate, and I'm literally honored and humbled at the same time to be here. So
I'm honored
to interacting with all of us and learning from all of us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you making the time for it. People are just so happy to see you. Hello, Dr. Stella. That is from Wamuyu Rainbag. Hello, guys. It's Dr. Stella. Please, when somebody is called Dr. Stella, they did not just go and become a doctor randomly. Me, I was taught how to respect people's titles. She's not Stella. It is Dr. Stella. So please call her Dr. Stella for the duration of this live stream. She's called Dr. Stella. If you know her with any other name, please put the doctor. Please put some respect on her name. It is Dr. Stella. So you can don't say Dr. S. Don't say Doc. Or you can say Doc. Maybe Doc is not bad. But no, we are not calling her with her name. Just no, it can't be just Stella. It's a Doctor Stella. So please, I beseech you, put some respect on that name and the title. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and I appreciate the love you guys are giving Dr. Stella there on the chat. Right. Allow me to read a quick biography just to introduce, and then we can get her to start talking to you, and then Goga, we want to hear Dr. Stella, not you. Okay. So let me just pause my song a bit. Hey, and some people are busy saying, "Hey, Soita." No, you can't be on first name basis at the Sunday service with Dr. Stella like that. Like, hey, Soita. It is Dr. Stella. For the life of this Sunday service, you will call her Dr. Stella. You can't use any other fancy names. Even if you are like friends, even if you like your relatives, it is Dr. Stella. Because there are two Soitas on this Sunday service. There is Dr. Stella's sister who is actually down there on the chat. So the confusion is so real. When you say Soita, I'll be like, hey, no, I know she's also called Soita, but please, the doctor has to be greeted. Dear Anastasia, I almost read Dr. Anastasia. We got a raid. Allow me to let us acknowledge this raid from BOK. BOK has given us a raid. She said BOK Spirit Raid. BOK Spirit Raid. Oh my goodness, BOK, thank you so much for the raid. You just got us about to introduce Dr. Stella, our Sunday service guest. BOK, thank you so much for the raid. As I always say, you could have picked anybody else on this live stream. And I do know the people at BOK, they're very perceptive in terms of the places they like going for raids. So thank you so much, BOK, and the raiders who joined in from BOK. That is, I see Ola Joe in there. I see Stacey, my sister. Stacey is in the building. Soul Stars Productions. I thought I saw. Was it Ron? I thought I saw Ron in there. Static Ron, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. I saw Antonis to real. Thank you so much, Antonis. I really appreciate. Thank you so much, guys, for really jumping in with the BOK Spirit Trade. You could have picked anybody else, BOK, but you chose this humble Sunday service show, and you brought your entire army. You brought your entire community. And Antonis is so shocked. I've never done a live transfer that was so cool. Yes, she literally transferred all of you to this Sunday service, and I think that's the best thing that ever happened on YouTube. Antonis, you're most welcome to this community. My name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday service, where I normally shine a light on a content creator that people need to know somewhere in the world. BOK was one of my guests last year, and I think she's now elevated to a sister, probably, because I think BOK and I are we are that close. I treat BOK as family. I love her guts. I love how she's very supportive, and also how she's very direct, and how we get each other's jokes. So she made a very good call bringing you guys here through the BOK Spirit, not Spirit Airlines, but I meant Spirit Train, Spirit Airlines. That came out a bit wrong. Because I know Spirit Airlines has a reputation. So thank you so much. And once again, guys, with the same love you've given me, usually at the Sunday service, I host a guest. So we are multi-streaming. The link that is pinned on top of my chat will take you over to Dr. Stella's live stream. So Dr. Stella is also streaming on her channel. Dr. Stella is on the road to get to 300 subscribers. So we are hoping to push her towards that threshold while she's at the Sunday service. And she's going to talk to us about our eye health. She's an ophthalmologist, and she's going to talk to us about eye care for content creators, because some of you all, me included, we need help. Some of you all, we need help. Look at my glasses. I came with my glasses ready, prescribed. They have been prescribed by an ophthalmologist, and there's a doctor on the screen, and she's going to give you a prescription. You can have glasses like this as well. So we all need help. And for me, I already have my glasses ready. So in case you need help from Dr. Stella, we can. Yeah, I can plug you. These are prescriptions. They are prescribed, and they are perfect for YouTube live streams. And Dr. Stella, don't say anything. I know you're going to comment on my classes later on, but I got my prescription, Dr. Stella. All welcome. Thanks so much for coming. I thought I saw renewal of 48. Welcome, welcome, renewal. Thanks so much for popping in. Welcome, welcome, renewal. And BOK has jumped over to Dr. Stella's live stream. Thanks so much, BOK. And guys, BOK got monetized like last week. She finally got monetized. So she's fully in the YouTube partner program and she's so happy. That is her second channel. I like what she said during her celebration of her monetization. She said this is the one channel that she's so proud of in terms of how she built a community while getting towards monetization. That channel, I think I got to know BOK, I think when she was 100 and something subscribers on this channel. And now she's like fully monetized in less than a year. So congratulations, BOK. We really appreciate that effort and well done, well done, well done, well done. And thanks so much once again for the read. Thanks so much once again for the read. Guys, my prescribed like glasses. The doctor has not even said anything. Kisha, why are you trying to plant an idea in people's minds on the chat? The doctor has not said anything about my glasses. I have said my glasses are prescribed. That information is true as far as I know. So don't plant ideas in. The doctor has not even smiled or done anything. Kisha, stand down. Stand down. The doctor will clarify whether they are prescriptions. And I went to her clinic to get these glasses for YouTube. So they're going. I know Dr. Stella is waiting for me to just go. Just let it go. Anyway, guys, this is let us hear from. Let me read a quick biography on Dr. Stella so that you guys can have a sense of who is joining us here. It is the first Sunday service of the month of February. The second month of the year 2026 is upon us, and we are honored to be joined by a woman whose work is quite literally restoring sight and transforming lives. And she's going to talk to us about what that means. The beautiful lady you are seeing on the screen right now. That's our guest, Dr. Stella Soita is a dedicated ophthalmology professional with specialized training in comprehensive eye care and cataract surgery with a deep. Hey guys, did you just hear surgery in there? Guys, we have a doctor. I just read surgery in there and I'm like, okay, Google, put some respect. With a deep commitment to both clinical excellence and community education, she has built a career centered on helping people see clearly. Literally, see clearly, not like what the see clearly you guys know. Not only through treatment, but through knowledge, prevention, and empowerment. Beyond the clinic, Dr. Stella is a mother. Some of you must have seen that adorable little thing that she was carrying on her lap. She's a wife. Men, she's not. She's taken. So stand down. Who understands firsthand the delicate balance of career, family, and personal well-being. This lived experience shapes her compassionate approach to medicine, allowing her to connect with patients not just as cases, but as people navigating real everyday lives. Armed with multiple academic qualifications, guys, did you hear? Multiple academic qualifications, degrees with an S after. And years of hands-on experience, Dr. Stella bridges science and humanity with rare grace. She has a unique gift for translating complex medical concepts into clear, practical guidance that resonates far beyond hospital walls. The reason I'm saying this is because the reason I once told Dr. Stella I'll have on my show is because I once had her at an interview with Helen Akoya, one of my managing mods. And I said, I need to have her here come to talk to us about our eye health. Because I liked how she was explaining those medical concepts in a very normal people manner, that I could understand. Through her work and her voice, Dr. Stella is redefining eye health education, making it accessible, relatable, and deeply rooted in care. It is this blend of expertise, empathy, and purpose that makes her not just a clinician, but a trusted guide for communities seeking to protect one of their most precious gifts, sight. And we are honored to be part of that community as content creators because she's going to tell us how do we protect ourselves as content creators, especially when it comes to our eye health. Thank you so much, Dr. Stella. I may not have done it justice, but please introduce yourself to these beautiful people who are watching us in the best way you know how. Um, Welcome to the Sunday service.
Thank you so much, Goga, for the great introduction. Those watching on my channel, I highly appreciate you and I heart you all for being here. So I believe we'll learn from each other. I am looking forward to answering your questions and getting to know how much you know about your eye.
I love that. I love that. Yes, guys, today is going to be very today is going to be very interactive. So in case you have any questions, especially around eye health and stuff, we're going to have a very quick get to know Dr. Stella, and then after that, now we'll get to ask, take your questions, especially when it comes to your eye health. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, Dr. Stella, to the people who may not know who you are, in terms of, being an ophthalmologist, how do you become? I don't even know what I want to ask, but let me say that I can let me say that I can rephrase. How do you become like Dr. Stella? I saw cataract surgery in there and I got scared because that is a very sensitive procedure and you can do that on somebody's eye. What inspired you to actually choose that? There are those of us who like having fun on YouTube and receipts, and that is our profession, and we are content. And then there is you who can do a cataract surgery on a human eye. What inspired you to choose this line of profession? Why? Why did you make your life so difficult like this?
Well, during my basic training, we got to have rotations in every ward, from the medical ward to the surgical ward, to the obstetric and gynecology ward, to the ear, nose, and throat department, to the eye clinic department. I enjoyed all the rotations, but when I got to the eye department, that just it lit a spark in me, because like we are usually told, the eyes are the keys to the soul, right? So if the eyes are the keys to the soul, then every eye has a story. Every eye is different. Every eye is unique. Every eye is beautiful. So if you look at someone, actually the first thing you notice when you meet someone is their eyes. And every eye, I can see your eyes, Goga, and I have questions for you.
I just had to use that moment to bring my eyes close to the camera so that
I have seen there's something somewhere we will side chat.
okay.
So your eyes are very, very important, because if you don't take care of your eyes, then actually it's going to be quite hard for us to help you, or for you to help yourself see. One, it is see. Two is perceive light, and three is actually just enjoy the environment, because the eyes. Okay, let me put it this way: before we humans, or we invented the 4K, 8K camera, God already gave you one. You have a 4K, 8K camera on your face. So even before you brag about your 4K, 8K camera, appreciate your eyes first, because that is your original God-made 4K, 8K camera. So if you can't take care of your 4K, 8K camera, who is going to take care of it? So your eyes are pretty important, and you should actually take care of them. So, like I was saying, when I go to the eye unit, I just got intrigued by how tiny that structure is, yet it communicates a lot of information to the entire body. And it is sad because it being a small organ, it's actually one of the most neglected organ on the body, which is very sad because people believe that if there is no pain, there is no need to go to hospital, which is wrong, which is very wrong. The eye is very sensitive, and some conditions that will actually rob you of your sight are painless. So if you sit there and wait to get the pain to get to hospital, by the time you get to hospital, you'd have lost your sight. So I would like to beseech everyone on this Sunday service that let us love our eyes, let us take care of our eyes. You see, the way we take a 16-step or 20-step skincare routine, how we take care of, yes, let us do the same with our eyes. The amount of time and care we give to our bodies, we go to the gym, we give to our skin. Let us take the same amount of care to love our eyes, because we have that pair. If it's gone, it's gone. It can't be replaced. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You said when you're doing your rotations, and maybe to somebody who is like a novice who may not understand what a rotation is. And welcome, doctors. Welcome. Now I'm calling everybody doctor for some reason. Welcome, Flora. Welcome, Flora. My mentor and my coach is in the building. Empowering generations. Welcome, Flora. Um, to start, so rotations. I think maybe to somebody that doesn't understand what that is. What is a rotation?
A rotation is whereby you are assigned a certain number of weeks or months to be in a certain department, whether it is the maternity department, whether it's the pediatric unit or department. You are
Yeah.
assigned in that place, in that department for that duration of time, so that you can be able to learn and do what is required of you within that department, and grasp and gather as much knowledge as you can when you are in that department, because once you've left that department you can't go back. So you
And this
have
is
to
in a,
utilize your time. Yeah, you have to
and this is
maximize your time within that
and this is
department so that,
and this is in
yes,
a
yes, yes,
hospital, right? It's in a
yes,
hospital.
yes, it is in a hospital setting.
Okay. What inspired you to get into, like, the medical space? Are there doctors in the family? Are there like are there like what? Because I mean, for you to have chosen that line of even a profession, I know the mentorship must have come from somewhere, or is it something that you always fascinated to do when you're growing up?
I I really had a sickly childhood,
Oh wow.
and it was not fun. I'd say much of the time I was bedridden or admitted in hospital. And it really got to me. Why am I falling this sick quite often? What is happening to me? Is there something that I can do for myself that will help me not fall sick this quite often? And I just,
It was that personal. Wow.
and there and then is when that thought of becoming a doctor started developing or growing in me. And I thought, I can become a doctor. I can become a doctor. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Kanini Kanene, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. And guys, me, I love what I'm seeing on the screen. Don't mind, we have a lot of co-hosts of the Sunday service. Yeah, we have a lot of co-hosts of the Sunday service, and I know some of you are going to ask Dr. Stella, who are those? Who are those little adorable people who are coming into the when mom is on TV? Please say hi to them. Don't be shy to go and say hi to them, and make sure you connect to Dr. Stella and her people. there on her live streams. I see Kanini Kanene, thank you so much for the read. I really appreciate the read. Lindy Bodibe, welcome. Thank you so much for that. Skevia Kemunto, I see you as well. Thank you so much for that. I like that. I can't believe that your journey to become a doctor was that personal, Dr. Stella. You used to be sickly growing up, and for you, you said you have to do something to take care of yourself. I totally love that. I totally love that. Okay. There is a very nice comment here by Kisha. Let me see that I can read it for you, just as you're managing that little one. Let me see that I can get it. Kisha says, let me see that I can pull it up. Kisha says, in 20, let me wait for Dr. Stella just to come back on the screen, guys. Bear with us. We have a lot of, this is the life of a doctor, a mother. So she has to balance all these things while at the Sunday service. But don't worry, she's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back. So Dr. Stella, there was a comment here by Kisha. Kisha says, in 2018, I was having major issues with my left eye, which took monthly injections until January last year. God bless my ophthalmologist and retinal specialists. So, so you're getting some progress here in terms of just people talking about, just saying what exactly the same thing you're saying about how our eyes are the window to the world and the soul. I was like commenting on how I like your personal story to becoming a doctor. You used to be sickly growing up, and for you that became like the North Star. That when I grow up, I'm going to make sure that I do something that can make sure that I don't get into this situation. That is so powerful and personal, and you pursued it.
I did.
How was the experience? Because people always say getting into medicine is like one of those things when you study, it is just so difficult. It takes so long as compared to other degrees that can probably take 3 years nowadays. Um, how did you find how did you find studying medicine, and how did you like even motivate yourself? Because first of all, you must be extremely brilliant, because people go into med school and not just they did not just like pass through school, they actually delivered remarkably well results. So talk to us about that journey, getting into that profession, getting into the profession and going through the schooling system. And maybe that can also be a piece of advice to somebody who wants to pursue medicine and become a doctor.
Well, uh, you know, growing up with strict parents, I had to, or rather, we had to come correct. We had to come correct with a lot of things. You had to you had to become a perfectionist. I'm sure my sister can tell you. You had to become this type of perfectionist, so you have to do everything right. You have to uphold yourself by very high standards. And so when after high school, when I thought, actually before I even went for my medical course, I started with doing information technology. So I just played around with computers.
We lost your audio briefly.
Sorry. So I played with computers, and the love for computers, I got it from my elder brother, who's an IT specialist. So we played with computers, and then it was time to go to the med school. I enrolled, and we started off. So within the first semester, we were taken to the morgue. That is usually introduction into the med school, because you're going to deal with cadavers before you handle a human being.
Yeah.
So
explain what that is to people who don't know what you just said.
so a cadaver is a dead body. So you have to be introduced to
Wait,
dead
wait,
body.
wait, wait. You can and you survived and you lived to tell the tale.
Uh, Actually, I was the only person in our class who was left in the morgue. Everyone else ran away.
I'm joining them as well. What?
Yeah, so we were told you have to get used to dealing with cadavers because you have to dissect, you have to you have to learn how to see the innervations in the entire body, to know the major blood vessels, to know how they connect and supply the body. So we had to dissect dead bodies, literally. That was our life.
Guys, are you hearing how she's talking about human beings? Are you seeing how she's speaking about a human being? Like it's for her, it's like a canvas. An artist will look at a canvas and it's not even a problem to her. Like I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And
Yeah,
and then
so
how? Carry on.
it was scary, good, scary. For me, it wasn't a problem because by then I had watched plenty of horror movies. So to me, it was something. It wasn't a biggie at all. So we enjoyed playing with dead bodies until we completed our course. And now you're supposed to relate that to a human being and now see how the live body works. Now you're looking at the dead, but now you have to relate with how a living person's body work, and how each and every organ connects to each other, and how they communicate as systems for you to be able to know if they come with a complaint, what system is affected, which is the next system affected, and if I'm giving medication, what is the best medication to give? What lab tests am I supposed to do? And if I'm giving medication, what side effects am I expecting? And which systems will be affected by this medication? So there's a lot of things you have to look at before you do anything on a human body.
So if somebody wants to be a doctor, they must be ready to sign up for this.
Yes, you
Okay.
must be ready.
Forget I even asked this
You
question. Forget I even asked this question. And allow me, guys, to acknowledge a read. We just got a read today. I have gotten 3 reads back to back. Man, thank you so much for the read, and Atechovi. I got a read from Pauline Kanini Kanene. I got a read from BOK, and BOK brought in a very beautiful set of passengers, including Antanis, who is watching in the background while gardening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the read. Tiffany is saying, so Dr. Stella, you really had to get used to it. You really had to get used to it. Um,
yeah.
and and you graduated and stuff. And what? Yeah. And then TBT Kenya, who is wondering why you said you'll tell me something about my eyes behind the tent. He's like, does Goga need to? Is that the hypocritical oath? What am I saying? That one, that oath that you guys take. Uh, yeah, the TBT is like, why is Dr. Stella not giving us the receipts on why are you going to talk to Google on behind the tent? We want to hear those receipts. Hey, there's doctor patient confidentiality. Leave me. The closest I have seen a cadaver is on YouTube. Very scary. But this one for her, it's not a problem. I think it's amazing. It's amazing just how you explain that. And JC,
You
welcome, Fit
know,
JC. JC, nice to see you. Yeah, carry on, Doc.
you look at it this way. In the morgue, there they don't recognize names, they don't recognize titles, you're only given a number. And if you look at it this way, that one day I'll have a tag on my leg or on my foot as a number, then the best you can be is humble and deal with that body humbly, with all due respect, because one day someone is going to deal with your body humbly, with the respect it deserves. So if you look at it that way, the fear disappears.
Wow.
The fear
Okay.
completely disappears.
And guys, I love speaking to doctors because I love how I love how she makes the medical profession just sound very easy and chill. Um, you're also a mother. You wear many hats. You're a mother. You're a wife. You're a clinician. You do surgery. You're an educator as well. You're very keen on educating the community when it comes to eye health. How does this balance? And you're a YouTuber now. Now you're a YouTuber. That's your latest, the latest hat you're wearing. How do these roles like shape how how you care even for your passenger, sorry, your patients, and also I'm thinking of the pilot still, how you care for your patients and communicate eye health because you wear many hats, and I know sometimes this wearing many hats, I know it also like you can never like pack it and say, okay, now I'm not going to be a mother because I'm a doctor. Now I cannot be a doctor because I'm a mother. I'm sure they still affect each other in a sense. So how do you wear these many hats and how do you bring it into the space of, caring for patients, especially when it comes to health on the eyes?
Well, when interacting with I don't like calling them patients. I call them clients. So when
Clients,
interacting,
I'm
yes,
guided.
when interacting with a client, this is what you have to look at. This client, just the same way as they could be a mother, a sister, a father, a brother, a husband, a wife. They are in front of you as a client, but they also have the many hats that they carry with them, that they wear with them. So you have to handle every client with the patience they deserve, with the humility and respect they deserve, and with the keenness they deserve, because you can't rush them through what it is they're explaining to you. Because if you rush them through whatever it is they're explaining, there is something that you will miss, and it could actually be the key thing that they wanted to tell you. But because you rush them through it, you're going to miss it. So you really have to take your time with your clients. Just listen to them, because the number of clients I have dealt with, sometimes I end up not even prescribing medication, because most of them come, they give you plenty of stories, and the best I did was give them a listening ear without judging, and they just say thank you, I feel better. Not that I'm a therapist. I'm not a therapist, not even a counselor. I just learned the art of being a good listener, being present in the moment, and just give them your undivided attention, and not to rush them through. Just let them explain themselves. The best you can do is just give them leading questions and let them spill the tea, whatever it is they have in their heart. And you'll
Hmm.
find out that most of these problems people have don't actually require medication.
All
You
right.
just need to listen to them and understand them from where they are coming from. And even if you are to prescribe medication, it could be previous maybe one or two types of medication, and they're good to go.
Hmm.
So now, as a every heart required 100% attention, 100% present. So there's a time to be a doctor, there's a time to be a mother, there's a time to be a content creator, there's a time to be a sister. So all you have to do is balance where is my attention needed, and that is where I'll give it a thousand
Hmm.
percent. So because again, you can't serve two masters at the same time. When you're a mother, you have to mother, doctor aside. When you are a doctor, okay, being a doctor somehow makes you bring all that forth, because you're
Hmm.
trying to understand this patient from a mother from a motherhood perspective, from a daughter perspective, from a sister perspective, from a client perspective. So being a doctor actually makes you bring that all out, because as much as you're trying to maintain professionalism, sometimes you find that those clients, if you don't break the ice, they may not open up to you as they should. So you have to really try and balance and push the right buttons for them to tell you exactly what it is that is ailing them. Then you can be able to help them 100%.
I love that. And guys, thank you so much. I can already see the first set of questions coming in on the chat. Doctor, do you need? I see you looking on the side. I don't know whether you need.
I'm waiting for my daughter to come. She's just learning how to walk, so I have to be very keen.
I noticed the mother instincts have kicked in, so I have to make sure that we are not like making you forget that. And I like how you're also wearing the motherhood act on the stream. Yeah, I like it. It's very the instincts are very alert. Thank you so much for that. And guys, feel free to ask any question that you have to ask Dr. Stella. We are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. So I'm going to pull up some few things so that you guys can be able to interact with her. We have a very Ahmad, who is watching us from Israel, says, "You are a great wise lady. Bravo, bravo, bravo! Thank you so much, Ahmad, and I really appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for the support." And Kanene says, "I like how people are listening carefully. Let me tell you, put some respect in the doctor's name." I told you guys on Wednesday at the academy that the Sunday service will be serious because we are having a professional. Not that we don't you guys are normally not professional, but it's because this is her specialty and that's what she's going to talk to us about. And I think that's why people are listening, and they want to understand their eye care. I like what Tiffany is saying. Learning to separate and stay balanced is another whole job. And I like how you really explained it very well, that you have to find a balance. Let's now segue into the conversation that we were supposed to have. Content creators. Why should content creators care about their eye health and stuff? And I know that we do have some slides that are going to be running on the screen shortly. So they'll be running as Dr. Stella is speaking. If you have not yet connected to Dr. Stella, there's a link that is pinned on top of my chat. If you're cool, I see you, brother. Thank you so much for coming in. There's a link that is on top of my chat. Please click on that link so that you can connect to Dr. Stella, and then you can be part of her community, and you can be asking her these things directly on her own channel when she's not at the Sunday service. Because you people at the Sunday service, when the guest comes here, you like asking the guest a lot of questions. So I always tell you guys, we are not going to ask the guests all these questions. We are going to ask just a few that can help us shape the conversation. And then after that, you just go accost her in her own channel, because she's an educator. She likes educating the community about eye care. So she'll be very there. You'll have at least more time enough to joke with her and everything. Because I know Sunday service limits you guys to you're like, oh God, Goga is not going to ask this and I want receipts. So please make sure you connect to her. We are multi-streaming, so we are streaming both on my channel and her channel, and we are on a mission to get her to 300 houses. I don't know how many we have so far, but you're on a mission to get her to 300 houses. I just need to go refresh her page. So we are going to talk about eye health tips for content creators, and there's a very beautiful question that came from one of the people who is watching. Dr. Stella. So Pauline Kanini says, Kanini, it is Dr. Stella, not Stella. Dr. Stella says, Kanini says, Dr. Stella, I keep itching in my eyes and they are red always. Please, I plead for your advice. What is wrong? So we already have questions like this, and I know you're going to give us this example. So let me know what slide you want me to pull first, then I can. But yeah, I'm waiting for your guidance.
The Kanini, I'm coming to you shortly. The slide that had around 18 images.
Yes.
Things that can make your eyes appear red or reddish.
Okay, let me get it. Let me get it right away as you explain. But before that, as I'm getting the slide, just talk to us. Is like why should us as content creators, especially people are normally on screen, most of us the screen is our job. Because when I became a YouTube streamer, I'd already made
Mhm.
peace with the fact that I'll be interacting with screens a lot. Sometimes it's not just my screen. Sometimes it is the lights that are in front of me, and these lights sometimes just hurt my eyes like insane. It's always insane because they're either too bright or things like that. I have to dim them a bit. My camera sometimes I have to dim it as well because I just don't like looking at it directly. Um, why should content creators, especially those of us who are watching you right now, why should we be concerned about our eye health? From a general perspective.
Should be concerned about our eye health because, like I said earlier, you only have this pair. Once they are doomed, they are doomed.
Mhm.
There's no replacement. There's no. I haven't yet come across an eye transplant that has been successful. So that alone should tell you that you have to take good care of your eyes. So why we should take care of our eyes is because as content creators, we are 90% of our time is on screen. Apart
Mm,
apart from being content creators and it being a digital world right now, everything is screen. Everything is screen, whether it's phone, whether it's tablet, whether it's TV, everything is screen, screen, screen everywhere. So, what happens when you are glued to your screen 90% of your time? Your screen will make you concentrate. And anytime you're concentrating, especially on near work,
mm.
one thing you'll forget to do is blink. I know some people be like,
Wait,
blinking
you mean
is,
like like this, like this?
yes, you have to blink. Blink,
Wait.
blogger, blink, blink, yes, blink.
Okay,
Why I say
Doctor Stella,
so?
why am I actually blinking? I now feel weird.
It's because I've just mentioned blinking. Blinking is a natural reflex, but when we are dealing with our phones, laptops, TV, or computer, because it requires that much concentration, we momentarily forget to blink. And why is blinking an important reflex? Every
Mm,
time you blink, you cause an equal or even distribution of the tear film across your eyes, your entire eye. It actually lubricates your eye. So if you fail to blink, your eyes become dry. And when your eyes become dry, you'll get that gritty or sandy sensation in your eye. And now it will bring you to what Kanini is saying here. You'll start
mm,
itching, and the moment you start itching, your eyes become red. You see, let me give an example of a mosquito bite. When you get a mosquito bite, there'll be a swelling around that place.
mm,
And that swelling will cause you to itch. The more you itch, the more it swells, and the redder it becomes, right?
mm,
Same thing happens to the eye. The more you fail to blink, the dry it gets, and then it becomes itchy and it will tempt you to rub. So the more you rub your eyes, the itchier they become, and the more red they become. So it is a never-ending vicious cycle of itching, rubbing, and becoming red. So the best thing you should do is blink often. Blink as much as you can
I'm
and
laughing. I'm
avoid
laughing. I'm
rubbing
laughing
your
at the.
eyes.
I'm laughing at the chat because people are now blinking. Guys, can you type the blink emoji? Because me, I'm sure there's a blink emoji somewhere on YouTube, and I can already see people are now trying to blink Guys, I don't know how you are blinking on the chat, but you are supposed to be blinking your eyes, not blinking by typing. You blink. Now I'm getting so cautious because we've been told to blink by the doctor, so I'm just like blinking every time. But but I think I'm now exaggerating it a bit. So how often? So like because I can't be blinking like this like for hours nonstop. Maybe how should I time myself blinking? Maybe I make sure that I blink. I make sure that I blink occasionally, even though the blinking is not coming.
Uh, within let's give it a span of 1 hour. Within
Mm,
1 hour, we have 4 quarters, right?
yeah.
So these 4 quarters, after every 15 minutes, you need to make sure you're blinking. After every 15 minutes, you need to make sure that is the longest you can go. But if you can blink more, there is no problem. Blinking has never killed anyone. So blink, just blink, just blink, just blink.
This is so funny. Blinking has never killed anyone. I love this. So
No.
yeah. So which slide did you want me to like check?
This one right here.
Or this one right here. So
Yeah.
and I like how Kanini agrees with you that actually when I start eating, it gets more worse. It gets more worse. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Because just before we continue with the slide, the problem is when you rub your eyes,
Mm.
first of all, what is the state of your hands? Are they clean?
You know, now I feel like rubbing my eyes. I almost like did that because I think you're talking about it, and then I'm like, my instinct is like going to rub my eyes, like.
Yes. So if you're rubbing your eyes, what is the state of your hands? Are they clean? Have you washed your hands before rubbing your eyes? And actually, you shouldn't even rub your eyes. The best you can do is blink or just close your eyes for a few seconds and then open them again. Do not rub your eyes because why? You don't know. I don't know if your hands are clean. When last did you wash your hands? What have you
Mm.
touched? What have you not touched? So when you take your hands to your eyes, remember you're carrying. Okay, 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 baby. Mommy's here. Mommy's here. Mommy's here.
Oh, guys, mommy duties we are coming back shortly. And I like feel free to drop your questions. As I told you guys, it is very interactive.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, Dr. Stella is going to like tackle your questions. But I like how I can already see how people are. I can already see how people are getting like, oh, wow, this is like so simple. Kevinish says she has natural drops for dry eyes. I think we are going to talk about this. Tiffany says, true, our hands are the dirtiest. Are the dirtiest. Kisha says, keep your hands from your eyes, people. Keep your hands from your eyes, people. Blinking has never killed anyone. I'm almost tempted to rub my eyes, so I'm just going to blink my eyes. I'm just going to blink my eyes until she's ready. Um, Empowering Generations is sending loves and hugs. Thank you so much. Joe Delaney, welcome and well done on the raid. Thank you so much for accepting us on the raid the other day. Beautiful live stream, by the way. We need more of that. Dokitari from
Yes.
Wakrish Auto. Oh, sorry, I wasn't calling it because somebody came on
Oh,
the chat and was saying Dokitari. Guys, we are on mommy duties, but Dokitari is coming back. Dokitari, can you multitask?
yes.
Okay, so you are saying that most of us we always like take our hands to our eyes, and that is not a good thing.
Yes.
Mm,
So when you take your hands to your eyes, remember whatever it is you've touched, whether it's your
mm,
desk, your phone, anything that you've touched, if we don't know the state of the cleanliness of whatever it is you touched. So
mm,
all the germs that are on your hands, you've actually transferred them onto your eyes. And that
mm,
is why once you rub your eye, just the first rubbing will result into multiple rubbing because one, you've introduced microbes or germs into your eyes. Next, the germs start irritating the eye. Third, you'll continue rub, and the more you rub, the more irritated the eye becomes. So it becomes red, it starts having that stinging or burning sensation, and then you start tearing endlessly. So you have caused harm to your own eyes just by your hands,
I
which would
like
have
how people, yeah.
which would have
Sorry.
avoided if you just
Mm.
blinked. Just blink.
So just blink.
Just blink.
I like what TBT is saying. I'm triggered to blink rapidly now. People are on a blinking mission on the on the chat. Everybody is blinking now. Everybody is blinking. There's some chats that came in when you're attending to the baby, and I just want to like see whether we can talk about them. So Kevnish says that she uses natural drops for dry eyes. I don't know what's your take on this as well.
There, yes, we have artificial tears or natural tears for dry
Wait,
eyes.
what? Wait. Explain that again.
There are artificial tears or natural tears for dry eyes. Yes, we have tears for sale. That
Back up. What? Tears like these ones?
yes, yes, tears. That bottle is written natural tears or artificial tears for dry eyes. It's literally for dry eyes.
Okay.
And now, if we are to talk about dry, I think the next slide, the one that was talking about dry eyes.
Let me get it. Let me pull it. Is it
Oh,
this one?
right there. Right there, yes. No, back. Just go back a little bit. Just go back a little bit. The one with, yes, that one. Now,
Okay.
if you look at this eye, the eye on your right, that's a normal eye.
Wait, the right is
Half of the, okay, my right. The
you are
eye
right.
that,
Oh, the one with the red veins
no,
and
no, no,
the vest.
no. The one without the redness and the prominent
Oh,
vessels.
okay. I get it
Yes.
now. Okay.
Half of that eye is very okay because this eye is well lubricated with tears. Now the other half of the, now this is, I picked this image because it's giving a very good comparison of a calm eye and
Mm,
an eye that is disturbed. Now
mm,
this eye that is showing very red blood, teeny tiny vessels,
mm,
this is a disturbed eye. This is an irritated eye. And probably it could be dry, or maybe this person rubbed their eyes. So when this
mm.
person rubbed their eyes, just the way we talked about the mosquito bite, the
Yes.
swelling. So the vessels, now this is swelling because the vessels are very prominent. You've
Oh,
irritated the
because
vessels.
oh,
Exactly.
sense. Oh, okay.
Exactly. You've irritated the vessels, so they'll have to show up. Okay, we're here. What next? Now, once the vessels are irritated and there is that break on the tear film, or there
Mm,
is that dryness of the eye, you find the eye will continue being red and you will start tearing endlessly. It's not that you're crying, but it's
mm,
because there's been an interruption with the normal or the natural lubrication of the eye and the
mm.
tear film. So the tearing is actually the eye trying to protect itself and trying to clean whatever germs it is you have put in your eyes.
Wow. Flora is saying my mom would hit my hands off. Sorry, empowering generations. She was at the Sunday service last year. So she says my mom would hit my hands off my eyes all the time. It is challenging for those who are prone to allergies. And I like how when we are talking about this thing about rubbing our eyes, even me now I'm fighting rubbing my eyes. I'm actually tempted to rub my eyes right now, but then I'm like blinking a lot just because you are there. It's like a teacher is watching you, so you don't want to do it now because you are there on the screen. So now I'm just blinking. But
Yeah, so now on to the next slide about the symptoms. The symptoms, no, the other one. We'll come to this later. Yes, that one.
yeah.
So with dry eyes, you'll have itching and burning sensation. And not only that,
Mm,
you'll have that sensitivity to light because now you've already irritated your eye. And once you've rubbed your eyes too many times and you're tearing all the time, you'll get blurry vision because now you can't see clearly. You're tearing, so now you'll be forced to blink, rub, trying to squint just to be able to see. But because
Mm.
already you've interrupted the normal flow or the normal working of the eye, you'll get
Yeah.
the blurry vision. And then once your eye is already irritated, for those who use contact lenses, you won't even be able to wear the contact lens because your eye is already irritated. And the place or the part that's usually irritated is the glassy part of the eye called the cornea. You see
Mm.
how the third image, that contact lens, the clear lens she's holding using her finger,
Mm.
there is that glassy part of the eye called the cornea, let alone the lens. The glassy part of the eye is called the cornea, and it is very sensitive. So anytime you rub the eyes, that is the part that is usually most irritated, and it is the part of the eye that refracts light, that receives light from outside and it refracts light into the eye. So
Mm.
if it is irritated, it becomes very sensitive to light. And when it is sensitive to light, it will force the eye to produce tears to be able
Mm.
to clear whatever it is you put in the eye. And now the tearing will make you have blurry vision because you can't actually see clearly. Tell me, do you ever see clearly when you cry?
No, actually, you don't. Like,
Exactly. And
but
then
crying is,
now
but but is crying? You talked about tears there just earlier on, and Kevinish was talking about the doctor prescribing for her like the drops. Are tears like is crying like okay? I'm not trying to encourage people to go and cry, but are tears like why are tears important? It means like I should be crying more often or find ways of
no,
getting tears.
no, no, you don't have to cry to
Mm.
get you have tears. That, like I said, that blinking reflex already
Mm.
helps distribute the tears on your eyes.
Oh, okay, without you necessarily crying.
Yes.
Okay.
The blinking reflex helps distribute the tears
Mm.
naturally. You don't have to cry for you to see your tears. What do you want, kiddo? Let's
Okay.
get you this. Here you go.
Yeah. Ooh,
So
okay.
now looking at the tears, uh, as thin as the tear film looks, it actually has got 3 layers.
Mm.
These 3 layers are organized in this manner. One, we have the lipid layer. The lipid layer, or how, what's the other word for lipid? Let's say serum layer
Mm.
of the tears. There is the watery part of the tears, and then there is the mucus part of the tears.
Oh.
Yes, those are 3 layers of the tears. So the mucus part is the one that is in contact with the cornea. The
Mm.
mucus part helps trap any germs or microbes that may try to enter the eye.
Mm.
And then there is the watery part that helps distribute oxygen into the cornea part of the eye. And then you
Mm.
have the serum part or the lipid part. Now, this serum part of the tear, it actually helps stabilize the tear film so that it can stay intact on the eye. So once the serum part of the tear is damaged, the eye, we're only left with 2 layers, the water
Mm.
and the mucus. And now the water can't stand on its own, it will start flowing freely because serum is thick. So serum and the mucus hold the water part of the eye intact in between. So
Oh.
when the serum part is gone, the water is left flowing. So you'll have tearing all the time. And that's why you see all the people, they tear all the time. It's not that they have
Yes.
excessive tears. They don't have
Mm.
excessive tears. Actually, they have very little tears. And that is why we prescribe the natural tears for them.
Kevinish says
So
watery. I think Kevinish just said exactly what you're explaining because so when you see somebody having watery eyes, it's not necessarily they are crying or it's not tears per se. There
No,
is some.
no.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. So
Yeah.
what? So in case like somebody maybe a prescription. So I like how you told us to avoid rubbing our eyes. Let us just blink so that we can distribute the tear. But now, in case somebody is
Mhm.
having that watery eye problem, like maybe their eyes are always watery, and so what is the remedy for this?
If the eyes are always watery, now we have to find out, do
Okay.
they have an underlying condition? Do they have an autoimmune condition? Is there a
Mm.
family history of a certain condition that is making them having issues or is presenting with eye problems? Do
Oh.
they, is it hormonal? Because mostly for us women, once we get to the menopause stage,
Oh.
we tend to, our eyes, actually women, our eyes are affected in every stage, during your periods, during the pregnancy, the gestation period, and during menopause. Your eyes, your vision differs during those times.
Mm.
And we need now to find out, is it hormonal? Are you pregnant? Are you on your periods? Are you menopausal? Or do you have an autoimmune condition that is making your eyes behave the way they are? Or do you have an allergy as well that is making your eyes tear up? So that you can be able to know the combination of eye drops that you can give,
Mm.
customized for whatever it is you have, for us to be able to make sure your eyes are at their best and are comfortable all through.
I know you're.
Uh,
I know,
uh-huh.
I know you're going to. I know you're going to come to that slide, and just as you're answering this question, maybe you can give us insight. Tiffany, creativity guides me says I have an that one. How do you say this? Astigma.
Astigmatism.
That one. What is this again? By just for people like us who have no idea what this is. It makes it hard.
Astigmatism,
Yes.
uh, that term astigmatism means, ideally, the cornea, the glassy part of the eye should be smoothly curved.
Mm.
So for astigmatism, it means the curve is not that smooth. It has got some bit of corners or some bumps somewhere.
Oh, now
So
it explains.
if the curvature is not as smooth as required, when light hits on the cornea, it
Mm.
will cause a lot of it will diffuse light not as required.
Oh,
So
and that
when
and
the
that
light
and
is
that's
not,
oh,
yes,
that's why she says it makes it hard with the lights at night.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And now for that, we have to find out what type of astigmatism she has. And then after doing a complete physical examination,
Mm.
we will have to find out from her, does she prefer, because after you've done a complete examination on a client, you have to
Mm.
give them options. You don't decide for them. Give them options and then let them
Mm.
decide what it is suits them. Do they want a laser surgery? Do they want spectacles? Or do they want lenses? So depending on what the client will choose, as long as we've given them the pros and the cons. Whatever it is they've chosen is what we'll go
Mm.
ahead and
And
prescribe to them. So those who prefer laser surgery, the laser surgery will be done. Those who prefer spectacles, we will do the due diligence to make sure they get the correct prescriptions.
mm.
Those who prefer contact lenses, again, we will do what is required to get the correct reading on the contact lenses for them to use. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a Lindy Bodibe is asking, and thanks so much, guys, for these questions. I really like the fact that you guys are really engaging Dr. Stella, because I think this what actually makes her feel engaged while at the Sunday service. But Joe Delan is just reminding me, Goga, Dr. Stella only needs like 7 houses to reach the mark. So Please be working and ask these questions. Make sure you jump over to her live stream as she's answering this thing real quick. There's a link that is on top of my chat. We are on the mission to get her to 300 while she's at the Sunday service. She only needs 7 houses, as I'm reminded by Dr. I always say Dr. Joe Delany. I'm calling everybody doctor today. Saying Dr. Joe, don't go and like start to introduce yourself as Dr. Joe Delany because it was just a slip of the tongue. It's like Google said I'm a doctor, so guys run along with it. Joe Delany is reminding me that we are at 293. So let us get those 7 houses so to get to the milestone. So Dr. Lindy Bodibe, sorry, Lindy Bodibe. Lindy Bodibe, don't go and start using doctor this week because I know you love drama too much. You're going to start calling yourself doctor for the rest of the week. Lindy Bodibe is saying, my right eye vision is very bad due to computer use. Can one do an operation to regain eyesight? And you can point me to any slide that you think is relevant so that people can have that visual help or something. I can
The slide dealing the next. Yes, right there. No. Back. No, the previous one.
This one.
That one. Yes.
Okay.
Lindy Bodibe, come to the front of the class. Computer use. Computer use. And it's not Lindy Bodibe alone. All of us content creators.
All of us. I was about to raise my hand, but then I did not want you to give me. I did not want to get that lecture directly because I'm the one who's talking to you directly. But asking for a friend. Even Red Room is listening, and Red Room is always wearing glasses on live stream. Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
Yes. So this is what directly affects us as content creators. This computer vision syndrome, where you'll have blurry vision, your eyes will be red, you'll get headaches or what people like calling migraines. You will have neck pains because of the angulation of how you hold your phone or you bend your neck, and then your eyes will be red and your eyes will be itchy or dry. So now, once you have all these symptoms, the first thing or one thing that most people do, go to the next photo, the one that someone is rubbing the eyes beneath the glasses.
That one. I love that picture. I was wondering what is this. Let me see. This one.
Yes, those two. Now, once you've experienced blurry vision, your eyes are tired, you're having a headache, your neck hurts, you feel like your eyes are itchy, this is the first thing people do. Rubbing your eyes.
Why are you calling us out? Why are you calling us out? Like
everyone is guilty. Everyone is guilty.
Yeah, I do this a lot at work.
Please don't, because this right here, you're bringing more harm to your eyes than good. Because why are you rubbing your eyes? Why?
It goes back to what you said.
Yes. Why are you rubbing? Instead of rubbing your eyes, now go to the next slide. Instead of rubbing your eyes, the next one.
Wait,
no, there's one about 2020.
Oh, this one.
Yes, instead of rubbing your eyes, for every 20 minutes of screen time, you need to take a 20-second break and look at objects 20 feet away. 20 feet away is equivalent to 6 meters. So you have to look at objects 20 feet away. Yes. For every 20 minutes of screen work, whether it's your TV, whether it's your laptop, whether it's your phone, your tablet, you have to take a 20-second break and look at objects 20 feet away, an equivalent of 6 meters away. You see, when you look 20 feet away or 6 meters away, one, you're relaxing the muscles in your eye. Two, you've shifted focus into something into the distance. your muscles are relaxed, and guess what? You will automatically blink.
I
You
like
will
this.
automatically blink. Just try it. You will automatically blink.
Guys, we are doing this practically as as mama attends to the baby. So we are going to take a 20-second break, but just don't go anywhere. You are listening. You are still on the Sunday service. Anthony says, "I needed this." Thank you so much, Anthony, for that. And Anastasia is busy like complaining there. Now, what do you want us to do? This makes us feel better. Like, she's like, why we like rubbing our eyes, Daktari? What is wrong with you now? Why are you like ruining our fun? So guys, I like that. Take a 20-second break to look at an object that is like it's just 6 meters or something, yeah. Which is not so
Yes,
far.
6 meters. 6 meters. So far.
So for me,
That's enough.
I'm looking at a clock across the room. It's in the dark part of the room. And then it actually feels better because I've not been looking at this ring light, because there's a ring light directly in front of me. There's a computer and all these things. There's a lot going on here. But I like this. So
Yes.
so you say instead of us lifting our glasses, guys, let me now wear proper glasses. So instead of us lifting our glasses like this and then we are doing this, it's easier to just place the glasses down, look away for a while.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Just look away.
All right, guys.
And trust you me, if you look away, you will automatically blink because your brain is telling you now you're shifting focus. You have to redistribute the tear film on your eyes. Just try it. You will blink without even being told. The blinking reflex will happen, and your eyes would have relaxed.
So Dr. Stella, can you just tell us more about this 2020? Is it 2020? It looks like there are 23 times. So I'm just trying to maybe just to
Yes,
understand this slide, and then maybe it can be something that most of us can actually intentionally do in our lives after today.
yes.
So
It's called the 20-20-20 rule. The 320s. So 20-20-20 rule. Why? It's because 20 minutes is the much the eye can concentrate on near work before it starts getting tired, before you start getting blurry, before your eyes start getting dry. So 20 minutes are enough for you to take the first break. After 20 minutes of your screen work, of your intensive near work, whether you're using your screen, whether you're sorting rice or beans, whether you're sewing or crocheting, whatever it is near work that you're doing, just look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. That is enough for the eyes to relax. That is enough for the tear film to be redistributed onto the eyes, and that is enough to actually prevent you from having a headache. Because once you get blurry vision, you start having headaches. So for you to avoid rubbing your eyes, getting blurry vision, getting headaches, and your eyes getting a gritty feeling, just look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Okay.
all right.
It's okay. It's okay.
TBT, Dr. TBT, not yet. I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to be confused. And then, so 20. So 20. I like this. I like this rule, and I think it looks like something that we can actually apply. There's a question that I think I got on the chat, and let me see that I can. Let me see that I can get. I like how she said, I have taken a screenshot of this. I need to go and start practicing this because my bad habits won't allow me to stop rubbing my eyes. Today I'm going to do better. So that is from Tiffany. There's a question I think that was asked. So Lindy Bodibe may not necessarily need surgery to fix this computer thing, or wow.
We will need. She can actually walk into the nearest hospital, have an examination of the eye, Now,
Mm.
apart from the apart from the cornea, there's another uh, organ in the eye, the lens, your natural lens,
Mm.
that also helps refract light
Yeah.
onto the retina. What is it? Okay. It- this thing is frustrating you, so you need to put it down or just deal with it then. So if your lens is clouded, the
Mm.
natural lens within the eye, if it is clouded, and by clouded I mean it probably has a cataract, then it will also bring about scattering of light. So instead of
Mm.
it focusing light onto the retina where it is supposed to, it will scatter light almost everywhere into the retina, and you'll probably see blurry images. So for Lindy Bodibe, we need to find out, is it the cornea that has an issue? Is it the lens that has an issue? Then once complete eye examination is done, we can be able to advise accordingly. Then we'll see how to go about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so there's a question that came through on the chat. This one, Tiffany is saying, I heard that we can get something on our glasses to help with the vision on the computer. So for those of us who wear this, because I already have this prescribed for that exact, but of course it helps me read because the nature of my work, it involves a lot of reading and not just work on the computer, but also books and printed stuff. But they do have that component which protects me from. In fact, when I wear my glasses, it's always easier to actually focus on the live stream. It just makes life much easier as opposed to when I do this. But I like doing this because I like looking at my eyes on camera. Because guys, I look good on camera without these things. But because I have to but because these ones were prescribed by the doctors after some tests and whatnot, they actually make life easier for some reason. What is your answer to this? Like, what is those people already wear spectacles? What can they do so that it can help them at least with this vision?
Um, as much spectacles do help because they have that component of polarizing the amount of light that
Mm,
gets into your eyes. But as much as the spectacles help uh, with the amount of light, still the eye is receiving the same amount of strain. As much as you're wearing your glasses, remember to apply the
mm,
20-20-20 rule, because you're wearing your glasses, yes, the amount of light is reduced, but as long as it is near work, your eyes are still straining. So
mm,
you can't do away with the 20-20-20 rule. You have to apply it, whether you're wearing glasses or not.
mm,
And also, dependent on, there are various types of glasses. We have those that only help with sunlight, and then we
mm,
have those that help both with the sunlight and the light from the screen. So it depends on the type of spectacles you're having. So if you have spectacles that only help with the sunlight, they won't do much when you're using your screen. But if you have the spectacles that have got both components, then you're protected. When you're looking at your screen, the glasses
mm.
go dark. When you go to the sun, the glasses go dark. So there is actually a reduced amount of light that enter your eyes. But then again, as much as you're using your glasses, you're using your contact lenses, just remember you have to apply the 20-20-20 rule. You can't do without it. You
I
have to
love
apply that
I
as
love
much
this.
as you can. So remember to blink as much as possible. Like we said earlier, blinking has never killed anyone. So blink, just blink, keep
Guys,
blinking.
guys, if you forget everything if you forget everything the doctor has said, the good doctor has said in this Sunday service today, just blink your eyes, and then For me, I think it is how I've restrained myself because
Oh,
I rub my eyes a lot even when I'm on live stream. Because now I'm just remembering the several times I've always done this, and today I've really restrained myself because I'm keeping my hands here. So my hands are literally not even doing anything. I'm just keeping them on my like thighs so that I don't like bring them up because then I'm tempted to rub my eyes, but then I'm blinking a lot. Um, Sadi is watching us from Jamaica. Sadi is like, me personally, this I think this light thing has damaged my eyes. I feel strain in the back of my eyes at times. And I think this is what Dr. Stella was talking about on this slide. Let me see that I can pull it up. Dr. Stella, was it this? Um,
yes.
yeah. So for Sadi, yeah, Sadi, that's what she's saying that it's called the computer vision syndrome, and I think those are some of. Oh, look at me going to rub my eyes. The doctor has walked away from the screen, guys. The doctor has walked away from the screen. Don't tell her that I rubbed my eyes. Um, yeah. So Sunday, I think that's what the doctor was talking about. She's coming back to talk to us, and then there's a comment by Shah, and Shah is an optician. Shah is an optician for 16 years. Let me wait for Dr. Stella to come, and then we can have this. We can have Shah's comment. Blinking has never killed anyone. Absolute truth. And maybe we should ask Dr. Stella whether okra helps in terms of vision. But anyway, that's a different story. Um,
Yeah.
okay, wait. There's an optician on the live stream, Dr. Stella.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
the optician is
Yes.
saying, let me just, there's a chat I put, there's a chat. Thank you so much, Antonis. Have a lovely rest of the Sunday. I really appreciate it. And you're most welcome to this channel, Antonis. Please have a very good day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shaz Travel was saying anti-reflecting coding to reduce the glare from the computer. So she's talking about that in terms of the glare, and then she said something here about a blue lens to reduce the glare from the computer without prescriptions. For me, the best I normally do to reduce the glare, I normally just reduce the brightness. And I think for me, it has worked extremely well because most of us also, our computer brightness is insane. Our brightness is at 100, but I realized that nowadays, even when I reduce my brightness to like about 40 or 30, dark for sure, but I can kind of see. But it just like it makes life easier a bit. So I don't know what's your take on this in terms of maybe what if I don't want to wear spectacles and I still want to like make sure that I'm not like affected with this computer syndrome thing, vision syndrome. But I don't want maybe glasses or contacts. I actually just want to be normal while on a computer. Yeah.
Um, well, I think the best you can do is just adjust your computer brightness.
Mm.
And that comment that you had highlighted before, the Shah's comment about blue light.
Yes, blue. The blue. Let me bring it up. Yes.
So, depend on blue. Well, it depends. It depends with which country you are in, and
Mm.
the restrictions pertaining prescriptions and spectacles that are given by people in the medical field, because there are those that are sold randomly on streets or just store-bought glasses that are
Mm.
have the blue lens. But now the problem comes in when someone wears the store-bought blue lens spectacles, but maybe they have something astigmatism, or they have a refractive error. There's
Dr.
something
Stella.
more to. Yes.
Uh, just to maybe Sha and Dr. Sha, you can help us on the chat as Dr. Stella explains what is a blue lens.
A blue lens is actually a type of lens that the one that turns dark when you're using your laptop, your your phone or
Mhm.
any screen, and also it turns totally dark when you go to the sun, when
I
you're
do have
walking
a
under
blue
the sun.
lens. Mm.
Yes. So that is a blue lens. Then we have photochromatic. Now, photochromatic, those ones they do go dark, but not as much. And those are the ones that help with only the sunlight. You get the
Mm.
difference? Yeah. So now, if someone has got this blue lens spectacles without prescription, if they don't have any other underlying condition, probably a refractive error. Okay, okay, kiddo.
Mm.
Okay, kiddo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So if they don't have a refractive error, then they're good to go. But if they wear the blue lens glasses and they still see double images or blurry, they have blurry vision, then they have to book an appointment with an eye specialist, have them examined, and
Mm.
see what else it is that is required on top of the spectacles being blue lens. Do they need stronger lenses? Do they have a refractive error? Are they myopic? Are they short, nearsighted? Are they far-sighted? You get my point. So we need
Mm.
to get the underlying condition first. Once we have handled the underlying condition, then on top of that, the lenses will be custom made to correct if it's the nearsightedness. Okay, kiddo.
Mm.
Okay, 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 okay. Mommy's here. Mommy's here.
Hey.
So the lenses will correct the nearsightedness, the farsightedness, and on top of it, it will have the blue light, the blue lens
Mm.
aspect of it. That when you use your laptop, if you use your screens, you'll be able to use them comfortably.
Okay. Caris Royal, Caris, and Caris, hey Caris, welcome. I know you've been here for a minute. I saw you screaming my name over at Dr. Stella. My teenage son continues to wear these glasses that he claims protect him from the phone and the computer glare. This is a concerned mother. Is this okay?
Okay, I'm already flagging these glasses. Uh, were they prescribed by
I like how
who?
you did that.
Who prescribed the glasses? And how is his vision without the glasses?
Mm.
So we do ask a lot of background questions before we do anything prescription of glasses. And then we also need to do a total physical exam
Mm.
before we can be able to know the type of glasses or spectacles you may need.
Okay.
Just give me a moment. Gogo.
All right, guys. She's coming back shortly. Let me see that I can catch up on the chat as we wait for Dr. Stella. And thank you so much, guys, for your questions. I like these questions. I like this. You guys are very like you guys. I like the engagement. It's like amazing. It's like amazing. So let me see. I'm trying to look at the chats. David, I've gotten like your question. I'm definitely going to ask. I'm definitely going to ask that question. And then I see Tamika is in the building. Tamika, thank you so much for popping in. And then Tiffany says, I remember to ask, I need to remember to ask for all these things when I go. I need to remember to ask all these things when I go. And then I see, let me see. Okay. Then Shaz Travel is saying, okay, Blue Lens is clear in the USA. For patients that doesn't they don't have a prescription, just cut down the glare from the computer. Just cut down the glare from the computer. And once again, guys, if you have not yet connected to our guests, Dr. Stella, let me allow her to attend to mommy duties. Please jump over on her channel. We are on the road to 300. If you are not yet there already, please connect to us. That make sure you're part of that community. So that at least you're part of that beautiful community, and you can get to interact with her and ask her all these questions anytime, like it's live. Just to make sure that you are, you're part of that house. We did get a question, Dr. Stella, and this is just for commercial break purposes. And this is by David, of course, David Hunt himself. David Hunt is saying, Kuga, thank you for putting my voice to my question. I wanted to ask the good doctor. David, have you connected to the good doctor first of all? Are you on the road? Have you gotten the doctor to 300 houses? I wanted to ask the doctor if using okra to rub your eyes will be a good thing. First of all, we've been told not to rub our eyes. So we have been told to blink. That one even me, I can answer you for free. We've been told there's no like rubbing our eyes with anything. There's nothing called rubbing your eyes. You blink. Now, is using okra to rub your eyes a good thing? But I don't want to overstep my okra question privileges. Of course, I know is just trying to ask you whether you eat okra. That's it.
Um, I have never eaten okra.
Wait, what do you mean you've never eaten okra? Like why?
I have not tried it yet.
Not
Since
not that you don't not that you don't like it. You've just never tried it.
no, no.
Oh, okay, okay, fine. So that's a gray area because then I think we are good. Then I think we are good. Then I think we are good. Let me see. So guys, Joy is telling me that we only need 5 houses to get Dr. Stella to 300, and that is the mission on this Sunday service. Please, if you have not yet connected to Dr. Stella, we are streaming on both sides, both on my channel and her channel. So please jump over and get to let's get those 5 houses in so that she can be home and dry. You are explaining to Karis, it is important for her to find out from her son whether those glasses were prescribed or where did the son get those particular glasses. So people don't just wear glasses out of the blues. I don't just go to a shop and I feel this looks very fashionable and then I decide to wear it. It is important to make sure it's prescribed, right?
Yes.
Okay. The politics of contact lenses. Me, I have 2 questions. My own personal question, because I don't see any question now on the chat. The politics of contact lenses.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, are contact lenses as effective as spectacles? But also noting how contact lenses are just, I don't know, just educators on contact lenses, because for me I always just struggle with the idea of a contact lens. I've always wanted to wear contacts, but then I'm like, the contact is already scary enough for me to put it on my eye. Like I just get scared with the whole thing.
Contact lenses are just as effective as spectacles. What
Mm,
matters here is the client's preference. If they're okay with contact lenses, let
mm,
them go ahead. But now with contact lenses comes another responsibility. There are various types, different types of contact lenses. There are those that you wear daily, you have to change them daily. There are those you
mm,
have to change them weekly. Uh, um, okay, let's stick to the daily and weekly. The thing is, when using contact lenses, your cleanliness has to be top notch because this is
ah,
something you're putting directly onto your
on the
cornea.
eye. Mm,
And like we said, your cornea has to be protected because the tear film is already protecting it. So when you're adding on the contact lens, your hands have to be clean. The contact lens has to be in good condition. It has to be clean as well before you put it into the eye. Now, when you're using contact lenses, you have to be very careful on who handles it or handles them, how they handle them, and who helps you wear them. If you wear them yourself, you have to be very careful, because dependent on how sensitive your eyes are, you can actually hurt your eyes just by wearing the contact lenses, because there are those soft ones, we have the rigid ones. So it depends on the type of the contact lens you have. And also, I think the movie industry went a notch higher by giving contact lenses that can actually change color. I think
Yeah.
you've seen them in movies where the entire eye looks black, looks like a ghost. Those are
Yeah.
actually contact lenses. They're contact lenses. It's nothing out of the ordinary. They're just contact lenses that have the ability to change color and make your eyes look really creepy or awesome, depending on the side of the graph you are in. So you actually have to be very careful. And then apart from the therapeutic or medicinal contact lenses, we have these other aesthetic contact lenses, like the ones
I
that
was going to ask. I was going to
celebrities
ask
wear.
about that. I was going to ask about that because somebody on the chat is just like, some of us need to be looking like we have blue eyes on the live stream. Like,
Yes,
but
yes, there are those contact lenses with different colors of the iris. Those ones you can buy them from wherever, from beauty shops, from whoever sells them. What you need to understand, you just have to be careful with the hygiene
mm,
and how you wear them. And again, you're not supposed to sleep their contact lenses on, because ideally, uh, the eye, when you close your eyes, remember the cornea, the glassy part of the eye gets oxygen supply from the atmosphere, directly from the atmosphere, through the tear film onto your eye. So when you're asleep, the cornea gets its oxygen supply from the eyelids, from the vessels, through diffusion osmosis onto the cornea. So
mhm.
when you sleep with your contact lenses, you're literally suffocating your cornea. So you can end up having
Doctor
issues.
Dr. Stella, somebody can sleep in contact lenses. I thought you remove them.
That is why I'm saying, when you're using contact lenses, you have to be extra careful. You shouldn't sleep with your contact lenses on, because if you do, you're suffocating your cornea. So the best you can do is, before you go to bed, you have to remove your contact lenses. And then again, those people who love swimming,
Ah.
swimming swimming is another beach where we really can't be 100% about the cleanliness of the swimming pool. So there could be bacteria, there could be germs, there could be parasites in the swimming pool. And
Mm.
those people who use contact lenses, if you got into the swimming pool, maybe with or without the contact lens, and then you forgot to wash your face, rinse your eyes, and then you wear your contact lens, and maybe there was a parasite that got its way onto your eyes, and then now you just sealed it with the contact lens. You will
Mm.
wake up with a very, very angry eye. It will be a red, it will be a teary, it will be a swollen eye. So when you go swimming, you have to be very, very careful. And that is why I usually advise, again, according to the client's preference. If you feel your cleanliness is top notch on matters contact lenses, go ahead. But if you feel you're bound to forget, I would rather you either go for the laser surgery if you are okay with it, or stick to the spectacles. Yeah, so you have to really be very careful with the contact lenses, whether they're hospital given or just for fashion and celebrity vibe. You really have to be careful. Yes, you really have to be careful. Like I said, you only have this pair. Once they're gone, they're gone. So you have to
Su-
be extra, extra careful. Yes.
Surgery. let's talk about surgery, because when people hear surgery, that becomes now a whole different discussion. You talked about cataract surgery as an example earlier when you are giving us when you are setting the scene for this conversation. Talk to us about when then does eye surgery becomes a possibility, because I know you guys as the specialist and as a doctor, you'll be hesitant to actually do a surgery unless it's really necessary because of the inherent risks. And I also like one thing you said about you leave it to the judgment, you give the client. I like how that came so naturally. You give the client options, and they're the ones now to decide whether they want to do a surgery or not. But from where you sit professionally, when then does surgery become something to consider? Because when people hear surgery, of course, this, if I'm on an insurance thing, I know the insurance guys are going to be involved. I know my boss is going to or my employer is going to follow up and find out this, because it's going to eat into my allocation for optical allocation. But when does surgery from a honest and professional standpoint become necessary? And is it something that people should rush to, or it has to be very necessary?
Cataract surgery is not an emergency.
Okay.
So the only time we will do a cataract surgery is, okay, the farthest a normal eye can see is the 20 feet or equivalent to 6 meters. But now when you have a cataract and you can't see as far as your screen, your laptop screen, then there's a problem. There's a very big problem. You can only perceive light, or you can only see my hands move. You can't even you can't even tell that is Goga. Like, you have to hear them speak so that you can tell, oh, that's Goga. Now we have a problem, because ideally here you're visually impaired. You can't see clearly. You can't even move. Like, you can't even, it's like your activities of daily life have been cut short because of your vision. So this is where we will have to, the client comes in with whoever is bringing them to hospital. We do a thorough investigation, we examine and see the type of cataract. But even before we do the surgery, we have to examine the back of the eye, the retina. Is there a problem in the retina? Do they have an underlying issue in the retina? Is the optic nerve okay at the back there? Because they could be having a surgery, they could be having a cataract, but there's something else happening at the back of the eye that we don't know. So we have to examine this back of the eye, and then we are good to go. So if you see the retina is good, it's very healthy, then you're cleared for surgery. But if you see there is an issue with the retina, we'll have to manage the retina first, or better still, do both the surgeries concurrently. Deal with the retina as we remove the cataract. And then now you go rest, you're given bed rest for your eyes to recover. And then you'll be coming in for hospital visits as we check the progress of your eyes until you get well, until you can see clearly, until you can see 6 meters away, until you can see 20 feet away. But if you have an issue in the retina, you will be operated on, but this is now where we manage the client's expectation, where we tell you, as much as you're going to do this surgery, it will only give you a certain percentage of the vision, because there's still something happening in your retina that may make you not see clearly or well as a normal retina can. So you have to make sure you manage these clients' expectations, you manage their emotions, you manage the expectations, you manage them psychologically. You have to manage them all around because they're human. As much as you're dealing with the eye, but remember, this eye is on a human being. This eye is a person. This person has got emotions. This person has got responsibilities. This person has got expectations. So you have to manage this person in totality, not only the eye, but you have to consider every other aspect of this person's life as you continue to treat the eye. And in my experience, I have seen, if truly you are compliant and you follow the directions as prescribed by the doctor, your eyes will always get back to where they were. But if you're that person who keeps on skipping medication, I had drops today morning, I forgot to have them. Oh no, your vision will deteriorate and you won't like it. So now that is why where we say the eyes are very delicate. If you don't follow the prescription to the letter, you might end up losing your eye, and that is so sad. Because as a doctor, I have given my part, I have done my bit. Now the rest is on your hands. So if you miss or if you fail to follow the instructions, you have killed your eye, literally.
Guys, please, in fact, I'm going to add, from today I'm going to introduce a new nightbot command, blink.
Yes,
I'm going
blink.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce a night mode command which will be asking us to blink our eyes, because just after this Sunday service, guest, because I think blink is going to be a power word in this show, so that people can be blinking their eyes and you can take 20 seconds to look away for the rest of the, for about 20 seconds, look away at an object 6 meters away, just to avoid eye strain. There's a very nice comment that came through by Kevnish, and Kevnish says, I have had cataract surgery, both eyes, in 2 weeks. They will never do both of them at the same time. They never do both.
Yes, yes, yes. Cataract surgery, we can't do both of them at the same time because you still need to do your daily activities in the house. You still need to move from place to place. So let's deal with one, let it heal, and then
And
let's
then,
do the other. Exactly. Exactly.
right. Guys, we only need 3 houses for the target to be locked. And I can't believe you guys are doing this even before we still have quite a number of questions at the Sunday service. Let's get Dr. Stella to, I'm about to get into I'm about to get into the YouTube questions for her. But yes, we are on a mission to get Dr. Stella to 300. That is her first milestone that she's going to hit on the first day of February. Please make sure you watch her content. She's still trying to figure out YouTube and whatnot, and that is why she has come to her mission joining YouTube. And I know she's going to talk about this, is to make sure that she can educate us more and bring in this community education, especially about eye care, in a way that we can understand. Andrea, welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. Now, talk to me about Classic. Give me that house and your other house to Dr. Stella. Classic, give me that house immediately. Go to Dr. Stella. Just click on the link on top of my throw you over to her live stream, and then you connect to her from there, and then type all these nice things there. Then it will stick. It will stick. Let me see. We do have a comment here by Sisi. Sisi says, I have glasses and contacts, but I hardly use either of them because I get headaches. What can I do to get into a better habit of wearing them, and will the headache subside?
Before I answer that question,
This one is a hard one.
did you have the headaches before? And now these contact lenses and the spectacles that you're having, why were they prescribed? Do you have astigmatism? Are you short-sighted? Are you far-sighted? And if so, as long as your lenses have a certain amount of power, before you get used to the certain amount of power in your glasses, you'll get headaches from time to time. It's a matter of adjustment. until your eyes and your brain can actually agree that, well, these glasses have some power in them, and we have to coordinate together for you to be able to see clearly. You'll get those headaches. But now, if you don't wear them from time to time, the thing is, either your nearsightedness or your farsightedness is becoming worse. So every time you wear those glasses, probably the power in the glasses are not helping because they went a notch higher. So the more you don't wear the glasses or the contact lenses, the more your eyes won't get the correction they need. So you have to wear that. You always, and that is why I was telling you, you have to explain to the client in totality what it is they're getting into. So if your glasses or your contact lenses have got a power, either a minus power or
Oh,
a plus power.
she's given you an answer. She says, "No, I didn't have headaches before, unless the that of the weight of the bridge on my nose. I do have left eye astigmatism and both near stroke far-sighted."
Exactly. So that right there, astigmatism and near and far sightedness. This is a complex prescription. Now, this complex prescription requires your eyes and your brain to coordinate. Now, if you don't wear these glasses, I'm pretty sure you are told you have to wear your glasses all the time. They usually insist on that point. If you don't wear the glasses as you are told, because I'm pretty sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You are told these are the type of glasses.
I like how she's
Uh,
answering you as you're just about to say what she just said. Glasses are for,
like,
yeah, my glasses are for near sight and contacts are for sight to save money since I needed bifocals.
well, now considering you have used both, now which is your preference as far as those two are concerned? Which ones are your preference? Are you considering getting lenses that have got the bifocal component, or are you considering to get spectacles that have got the bifocal component, so that in future you don't get these headaches? Remember, you prefer glasses. Thank you. So if you prefer glasses, then you have to wear them at all costs, so that the lower portion of the glasses help you with the near work, and then the upper portion of the glasses help you with far sight. So if you prefer glasses and you happen to get the glasses, make sure you wear them all the time. Maybe when you're going to take a shower, or maybe when you're going to sleep, that is when you remove your glasses. That way you won't get those headaches, and your eyes will be able to adjust in good time. It takes you at least 1 or 2 weeks to adjust. But if you keep on avoiding wearing them, you'll always get those headaches every time you wear them, because you've not given your eyes the chance to adjust to this power you're having. So the ball is in your court at Soul Star Productions. The ball
And you
is
can,
in your court.
you can always reach out to Dr. Stella on her channel. I think her contacts are well provided. So feel free to actually do that. Let me see if I can get some. There's a comment I think I saw here that I wanted to highlight. Thank you so much, Classic, for giving me that house. And then I think, yeah, she appreciates the answer. She appreciates the answer. So laser surgery. You mentioned laser surgery as well. This is something that I hear a lot nowadays, especially within the eye, within the eye health space. What about laser surgery, and what are the risks? And is it a cosmetic thing, or is actually like medical and it's prescribed? You know that yeah, like, what are the risks? Are these things that that somebody should explore? And
Yes, laser surgery is a medical procedure.
okay.
This is where, especially for those with astigmatism or any other form of refractive error,
Hmm.
you woo, you
Wait, wait, wait,
you
wait, wait, wait. We interrupt normal programming to announce that Dr. Stella is the newest house with 300 clients. Let me use the word clients because you are not patients, you are clients. These clients make it possible. We hit the target and it's looking good. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciated that support. So thank you. Well done to everybody who connected to the co-host. The link is going to remain there until the end of the service. So in case you're still like on the fence and saying until my question is answered by this doctor, let me stay on the fence. But thank you so much, everyone, for making it happen. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for that. Back to laser surgery. I'm sure you want to say thanks to them before we continue. Okay, carry on.
So, laser surgery is a medical procedure
Mm.
where we use the laser light to correct the curvature of the cornea. Now, when you use laser surgery, you won't have to wear your glasses or you won't
Mm.
have to use contact lenses.
Contact.
This is a one-off surgery and it's done.
Oh
But
wow.
yes, but again, like I said, as per the client's preference. So if you see laser will work for you and you decide to go with it, then fine. If you see you're not into laser, you're into spectacles, fine. If you see you're into contact lenses, then fine. So according to the client's preferences, that is where our procedure will lead.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Kevinish, for giving us that house. I think she's very happy. She's very happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A question here from Creativity Guides Me. Creativity says, do you have any tips to help make our kids keep their glasses on? This is a mother under distress. This is a mother under she's tired. She's tired, she has tried, she's suffered, she's struggled, she's like, Doc, help.
Well, I'm not so sure if it will work or it will scare them away, but the thing is, glasses are way better than rubbing your eyes, especially with children who have allergies. Something like it's called allergic conjunctivitis. That alone, if not well handled, the more you rub your eyes, the more you're making the cornea, the glassy part of the eye, becomes thin. And when it thins, it actually bulges out and it may actually break and you may go blind. That is, excuse me, that is how serious eye allergies can be if not well treated, well managed. And for kids, because we know it's very hard to tell them not to rub their eyes, we prescribe spectacles as a measure to help them avoid rubbing the eyes, because when they try to rub the eyes, they hit onto the glass they hit onto the spectacle. So somewhat it bars them from rubbing their eyes. So you just need to tell your kids, if you don't wear your glasses, you might end up being blind, and see if it works. And I know it sounds like blackmail, but I'm pretty sure it will work. Try it and then you let us know how that went. And it is
Let
very
me,
sad because a lot of kids actually go blind because they delayed to come to hospital because of these allergies, and they ended up losing their sight just like that because of the allergies and the persistent rubbing of the eyes until the eyes couldn't take it anymore, and they gave in. The eyes gave in, and that is how those kids lost their sight. So I would prefer glasses on, unlike rubbing your eyes.
right, yeah. Okay. Uh, I like what she's saying. I am not above threatening my kids. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. She's not plotting out. She's going to threaten the poor kids. Welcome, Chef Zed and Winston. Tiffany. Tiffany, just do it nicely. Tiffany, the doctor has not said you go threaten them. Uh, in case we hear anything tomorrow that some kids were threatened in Canada. But anyway, I think try as much as you can. Welcome, Winston, and very beautiful live stream yesterday. I really appreciated what you are saying about you and your wife, and how the community has been very that community building has been quite a beacon for you guys. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Dr. Stella, let me, as I wait for any other, I don't see any question that is pending on the chat that is burning, but we did get like some very beautiful compliments. Ifeanyi said we should have more of such interviews, and this is, I think, going to it highlights how like you're really meeting a need by being at the Sunday service. Kanene says creativity. I always eat a lot. I see the blinking is working. So clearly, thank you so much for making us by you coming here and telling us to blink clearly. It is working in our favor. There's also a question that she asked, and I think this can be a good way to like also promote your craft. Where do we find you, Dr. Stella? Where is the hospital? We are coming. Because you said, I like one thing you keep on saying, see a doctor, see a professional. I think every answer you have said on this live stream today are something like we need to see a professional so that they can check for this. They can check for this. I like how you keep making that reference because I think it's very important. So where do people find it in case they want to, maybe, they want to consult, they want to, I don't know. I don't want to say because it's not doctors are not in the business of like that marketing like guys, I need business. No, doctors really don't do that. I've never actually seen a doctor who is aggressively marketing themselves. It never happened. Maybe you guys there's always business clearly. But anyway, just check it in.
Not unless you have a social media team that does that for you. We don't really go.
I've actually never seen doctors like aggressively do marketing and hey guys, this is my hospital. I'm not taking it to my clinic. I've never actually seen that. Maybe you're so busy with
Yeah,
the client or the yeah.
to answer Kanini, currently I decided to take a break from matters managing clients and taking care of them. I decided to take a break and take care of me and my family because I know once I go back to work, it will be hands-on, and I'm not so sure how much time I'll have with my kids. So let me enjoy when I still can.
Ah,
Then when the time is right, Kanini, I'll let you know where I'll be.
and that is the beautiful family. Wait, those slides move very fast because I wanted us to talk about your family briefly because one of the gambles I think for you to take a break, especially as a doctor, to take care of a family. I know that is the kids are still very young, and I know you have to find that balance because the practice itself also comes with its own fair share of challenges. Talk to us about motherhood. How is motherhood for you? What is that experience like for you, as opposed to dealing with us with all these questions we are asking you here? Um, but I know you don't mind us asking you these questions. But how is this experience for you when you don't have to fill prescriptions and prescribe surgeries and maybe even conduct some of these surgeries?
Motherhood, I would say motherhood is a roller coaster. It gives you all the feels, all the emotions, all at once. And the best you can do is enjoy the ride while at it because there'll be that age once. There'll be that age once, and once that age is gone, it's gone. So enjoy it while it lasts and just live in the moment. Live in the moment. live in
You
the
also,
moment.
yeah, there's also a very beautiful lady who appears on your pictures more than even you with your kids. Who is this beautiful lady that seems to be holding your children? Um, should we be? Who is this beautiful lady that she's in all pictures even more than you with your kids? There is somebody obsessed with your kids.
That right there is my elder sister. I'm pretty sure she's in the
What?
comments. Yeah.
Your sister, I saw your sister in all the pictures with your kids. Your sister is even more center stage. And I kept on wondering, sorry, this is before the class. I was like, who is this? But yeah, the resemblance is there. And your sister almost resembles your kid.
Yeah, actually, she said, "This is my kid right here, so I'm taking the spotlight. Stay away completely, stay away."
Auntie,
So,
auntie. But this also like speaks volumes in terms of the kind of I'm sure you hold your sister in very high regard. The fact that she's in your life a lot, that speaks volumes.
yes,
Maybe you can tell us, and I know she's listening because she's in the background watching you on your channel. Guys, Soita, you can say something on the chat so that people can see you again. Soita,
yes.
Nanjala Soita is on the chat. That is Dr. Stella's sister. She's there managing things. Why is your sister very important? Because I think for you it was something that needed to be said at the Sunday service, and I see her a lot in a lot of your pictures. Talk to us about this.
Well, she she held me down. Literally, she took care of me as much as we are distance apart,
Mm,
but she took care of me psychologically. There's something, Goga, in the
mm,
medical field. you know, most of our lives we are taught how to take care of clients,
mm.
but we are never taught how to take care of ourselves.
Oh wow! Ooh, wait. That's powerful.
So you find you're pouring into clients, you're pouring. By the time you're home, you have burnout. You feel you're beat. You feel you're out of it. You feel out of touch with yourself.
Mm.
And being a mother, most people, oh, you're a doctor, you'll figure it out. You know, there is that there is that lonely bit about being in the medical field. You're a doctor, you'll figure it out. Someone
Mm.
doesn't understand. Okay, as much as you're a doctor, you are a human. You're experiencing motherhood for the first time. So all those things that mothers who are not medics experience, we as medics also experience. I didn't know I was experiencing postpartum depression until I decided to video call my sister. We
Wow.
spent the entire day on video call, and that is when she gave me the pointers, and she was like, "You're in the pits. You are in the pits here, and I'm not going to let you fall. I'm going to pull you out of this pit, and we're going to walk this journey together."
Wow.
So if you don't find me on the YouTube streets, I'm probably video calling my sister because we need to chat, we need to laugh, we need to iron things out. We
Mm.
just need we just need to say a lot of things and vent and do what we need to do for us to get along. So, and that is why I was telling, I don't know if BOK is in the chat. That is what I was telling BOK. I usually go to her channel because I get big sister vibes from her channel.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so for me, BOK, and because I see a lot of my sister in BOK. So anytime I'm not on YouTube, I'm just talking, we're just laughing, and it's just good vibes with my elder sister because, well, it's not for her. I think I'm not so sure if I'd be here right now. She did a lot to pull me. And you see, I didn't even know I'm going through it until she mentioned it. So it was that bad. And I actually owe it to her. Thank you so much. If I know you're there in the chats, thank you so much Thank you so
Uh,
much for
I,
looking out for me.
this is the one thing you got vulnerable with us, and thank you for trusting us with that, because I think, and I like one thing you said there that has really struck me also, just from a very personal place. um as doctors, people assume that we don't have problems. As doctors, people assume that you should be able to take care of yourself, but you are pouring into other people, you are supporting other people, you are making helping other people get better. But you know who is there to like hold your hand when you really need them. So I think I really like that. I like that reflection. And how you doing now, like from a place of from your sister coming through and being the support system that you needed. How you handling it? Are you getting better? Are you taking it one day at a time? Could this be one of the reasons you also just took a break, just to like pause a bit and take care of your family as you figure out life? And what is the what is that support system that people like, and this can really help people want to get into the medical space. If you're in the medical space, what is that support system that you hope can always come through and support you when people expect you to be strong for them because you are a doctor? Can you imagine? Yeah, that must be a lot of pressure. I can even imagine just the shame of even admitting to yourself when your sister called you out on it. And you're like, no, I cannot be depressed. I'm a doctor. There's a way the human ego also kicks in. Like, doctors we don't get those kind of problems, yet you did not even know your sister saw right through it. It is insane. So talk to us about just that, from a very personal, like, reflection, why this is very important, especially even for somebody who may want to get into the space or the field.
Uh, what I learned, or I
And
came
your
to
sister
learn.
your sister is actually here. She's sending you hugs and says, I always got your back. So she's there. Nanjala, thank you so much for making thank you, Nanjala, for making Dr. Soita make it to the Sunday service. The first time I told Dr. Soita about the Sunday service, she was like, Goga, you got jokes. I'm not coming there. Like, you got jokes. Like, oh, I think Sunday service was some segment of people, not me. Thank you. Thank you so much for all you did as a big sister. All right, over to you, Doc.
Yeah, so what I learned, I came to learn pretty late, is that, and I think this cuts across various countries.
Mm.
Burnout in the medical field is real, and it's sometimes it's really hard for you to for you to uh, you're understaffed, you're overworked,
I
so
know.
burnout is
Especially.
given, and then sometimes you ask for day offs or for leaves and they're declined. You just have to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And uh, what I came to realize is you can't pour from an empty cup. And if you are burnt out, trust you me, you will give, okay, you will try to be professional, you will give your very best to your clients, but who's getting the backlash? Your family. You come home, you're stressed, you're tired, you're burnt out, so all the rage, everything that you've been holding in the entire day is
Mm.
let out onto your family. And I'd also like to big up my husband for being the support system, because I vented on him a lot. I let out a lot on him.
Curious question. Is your husband a doctor as well?
No.
Oh, you lucky thing. Okay. Just checking. Dr. Stella's husband, I know you're watching in the background, and I know your wife is on TV, and even you now you're on TV. Thank you. wife is giving you a shout out.
He's not a medic, but the fact that he was patient enough to understand and to listen to me vent and to lash out, all the rage and everything that I dumped on him, he took it all with grace.
Yeah.
And he didn't judge.
Wow.
So I owe it to him that he was there all the way. The fact that he was patient is why we are here today. If he didn't have a single bit of patience or grace or humanity in him, I don't think we'd be here today. So those two people hold, they're very huge anchors in my life. And I just wish blessing upon blessing over them, because I wouldn't have gotten to this point without them. So for anyone who wants to be a medic, you have to understand burnout is real. A lot happens, and you have to think in split seconds and make decisions. You will get stressed, you'll get tired, you'll experience all the emotions at a go, and you have to stay very professional, you have to stay alert in whatever. And my prayer is that the medical field changes in how it handles their professionals. Let them handle the professionals in a way that is more deserving, and just treat us like the humans we are, not as robots.
Oh.
And if you're tired, accept you're tired. And sometimes, you can be replaced at work. That's given. But you can't be replaced at home. You can't be replaced in your family. So sometimes work can wait, but family can't wait. Your sister can't wait. Your children won't wait. Your husband won't wait. Your wife won't wait. Those are the places where you can't be replaced. But at work, trust me, you will be replaced in an instant. And life will go on like you were never there. So you just have to set your priorities right. As hard as it may seem, sometimes, I had to resign actually for me to be able to finish my course. I had to resign.
Oops. Did we lose Dr. Stella? Hold on. I think I lost Dr. Stella. Let's get this fixed. I know, guys, you are listening, and thank you so much for holding the space. She's frozen a bit, but we are getting her back. Sometimes these things happen. I think sometimes I think it's a laptop, so she may have lost it may have frozen or something. The internet sometimes is the devil that is the internet sometimes is a liar. Welcome, Brother Nuru. Nice to see you. I'm going to highlight your comments when Dr. Stella comes so that she can also just feel the love and the support. But if you have not yet already given her the love, just type it down there on her chat. We got her to 300 plus. We got her to 300 plus, and I want to just make sure that we are holding the space for her, because it's not easy to say these things sometimes when you're on the show. And I think the fact that she's sharing this information, I think it's very intimate, and I think it's very. You guys, thank you so much for holding the space. I think she's been vulnerable. So please drop those. She said her favorite color is black. So go and drop those nice black hearts on her chat just for her to feel the love. Once again, as I said, we are multi-streaming. We are streaming both on my channel and her channel. So you'll find her live stream running there on the screen. So join that conversation so that you can be part of this beautiful ladies community. Welcome back. Sorry. I hope the kid did not step on the laptop. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Okay. So, Dr. Stella, before we lost you briefly, yeah, you are talking about how you had to let go of work just because you had to choose yourself.
I had to, I had to resign and just decide I had to focus on my family and school. So it was, but then I just had my one kid, the young man in that photo.
Mm.
So I had to focus on my studies until I was done, and we're here now. Yeah, the tiny gentleman right there.
Oh.
So he's called Alpha, and why he's called Alpha is because he was a new beginning for me. Yeah, so it was a new beginning for everyone, for me, for my husband. It was just something changed, and we just had to go with the flow and see where it leads. So
Mm.
I continued with my studies, and then towards the end is when I got the pretty princess who has been with us since the beginning of the show.
The life stream. I love
And
that. I love how your daughter is so patient. That girl has not. I think until when she got hungry, that girl has not made noise since we started. She's been with us at the Sunday service since you started.
yeah,
Amazing.
so towards the end is when God blessed us with the pretty princess. She's called Adia, and Adia means she's a gift. She was a gift to us. She's a queen who is a gift to us. So
Oh,
for
thank
me,
you.
I had a new beginning that brought me a queen and a gift into my life. So I am so grateful, and I couldn't be happier.
Amazing. Do you freeze again? I love this kind of stories. Thank you so much, Nina. Appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you get better soon. I hope you get better soon. Guys, I know Nina was supposed to join us. Hold on, let me see whether I can pull up Dr. Stella's. I know Nina was supposed to join us at the end of the month, but we've rescheduled that live stream to a later date for some reason. But yes, the promise is still standing, and she even has her
Are we
presentation ready.
back?
Yes, you're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. Welcome back.
We're back. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so you're
Just
talking
a
about
teeny bit
you're talking
of
about you're talking about the queen.
yes.
Okay, before
This
you
pretty
drop.
queen, she came in along the way, and to me, the new beginning and the queen, those are my 2 degrees that are God given, even before we add on to the medical degree.
I love that.
This, these are God given degrees that came with a lot of joy, a lot of all the feels, a lot of everything at once. And through them, I've actually been able to heal. I've been able to navigate through traumas, my childhood traumas. And now, with my elder sister in the picture, you can imagine the amount of love and just the grace that I get to experience every day with surrounded with these great people. It's just amazing. I can't ask for anything else.
I love that, and I'm sure the other day you were on that live stream by Anastasia when you were talking, and you Anastasia got to work with you back in the day, and you resonated a lot, especially with the conversations around healing. And healing has become I don't know, healing has for some reason become a very strong theme at the Sunday service this year. For some reason, I don't know why. You start any story and you always go back to how people had to find their healing. Somehow it can even be like a fun story, somebody is teaching something, you'll just end up talking about healing at some point. And one of the things anybody who talks about how they had to heal their wounds, how they had to heal their traumas, I always ask them, is healing linear or is it a straightforward thing?
Healing is not linear. Healing has no formula. Healing is messy.
Mm.
And there is no way you will claim you're healing or you're healed if you're numbing your feelings. You have to
Ooh.
feel everything. You have to feel all the feels. You have to let it out. That's the only way you'll heal. And with feeling all the feels, it comes with a lot of liberation and a lot of freeing that you can't imagine. So as long as you're numbing your feelings, you're not healing. You need to
Man.
feel it. You need to feel it. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to, I don't know, make sure you are doing it right. And there is no right or wrong on matters healing. As long as you get to navigate, know your triggers and how to navigate them, and know, these buttons will be pushed, these buttons will be pressed, especially if you're an human. For me, I am healing at the same. I'm trying to regulate myself. I'm trying to heal at the same time, trying to take care of my humans. Now you can
Mm.
imagine the amount of balance I need to put in here. Sometimes you lose yourself and you're like, oh shoot. Uh, the number of times I've had to apologize to my son for maybe reacted the way I shouldn't have are countless, because I don't want. Let me do it right, because you only have one chance at parenting. So do it once, do it right, and let your children grow into well-regulated adults. And I know someday my son or my children will sit across from someone else narrating how my parenting was. I hope it will be
Mm.
worth. I
Yeah.
hope it will be worth it. That is my prayer. If I give them, if I can give them the best parenting possible I can, let me do it. Let's go in. Let's go all the way. Let them get what they deserve: good parenting, good emotional regulation, good emotional growth and development. Let them get it all, so that one day they don't have to ghost me as a parent. One day they don't have to say, that I'm not talking to that old lady. Do it right. And speaking of parenting, later in the month of April, I'll be graduating. I'll be a certified parental coach. I've just completed
Nice.
my classes, so I had to enroll in parenting classes just to know that I'm doing parenting right. Just to
Wow.
understand the nitty gritties of parenting and how to deal with kids, the emotions in every stage. So you have one chance at doing this parenting thing. You'll be with your kids as adults for the rest of your life. But this childhood bracket is only for a limited time. So if you do it right and you teach them in the ways of the Lord, so that when they grow old, they can't depart from it, then you just have one shot at doing it. And this is it. This is the bracket. This is the window. So do it right.
And speaking
Yeah.
of doing right, and speaking of your degrees, let's talk about this moment. What is going this picture? When I saw this picture and I was like putting it on the slide deck for the Sunday service, I I loved how it placed you at the center, and
Mhm.
these two important people who are really your beacon when you really needed them are like all in the picture, And of course, the kids are here. Your sister clearly owning your little one. Yeah, she's this one has clearly she's taken over. You can tell. Uh, you can tell this. You can tell. You can tell your daughter is going. Adi is going to be spoiled by her auntie. You can literally tell this is going to happen in the future, and you're going to be having very interesting problems as a mother. Uh, thanks to your sister as the auntie. But this, I love this picture. I love this moment. I saw your husband there. I saw your sister there. I saw the kids there, and I saw you carrying this graduation hat. And this was a win for the girl child. Talk to us about, it's not very many people can say that they have multiple degrees. And I'm not talking about just degrees as the kids, but I'm talking about degrees in terms of accomplishment. It is a proud moment. It is healing, as you said. It is liberation, actually, when you go and put in some effort, and then boom, you get to see the final end. And I want to just talk about this moment and why it was very important for you.
Um, wow. This right here, this day, I got to experience all sorts of emotion.
Yeah.
Joy, sadness, humility, pride, they flowed all at once. It was just a mix of emotion. But what stood out for me was the amount of peace that it came with. As much as there was joy, there was sadness, there was pride, there was humility. The amount of peace that this came with, it can't be measured. It can't be measured. And what I can say is all thanks to God and those two God sent angels by my side. Those people, I don't know, God bless them. God bless them in totality, because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. So I highly appreciate them, and words fail me.
I don't know. It speaks for itself. I like what Sisi and Chef are saying, and of course, Sisi said something very deep there, and the love is apparent and abundant. That's a very strong statement. It's very loaded, and I think I just want to leave it at that. And then there's a comment that came through by one of, I think, people you're going to be very happy to hear from on the chat. And she said something. I think she's your fellow. Wait, I don't know. You're going to tell us. You're going to tell us who that person is. You're going to give us this receipt before we disclose who she is. Let me see. Let me see whether I have it somewhere in here. And then, of course, don't worry, Kevnish. We're going to come back to the glaucoma question. I know I forgot you there for a bit. We are going to come to glaucoma. Evelyn Shi says, Dr. Stella, my twin, fire emoji. I'm just here listening and relating and hoping that people will understand medics are just human. This is a fellow medic clearly listening to you. And she's been here the entire time. She's been like putting a lot of love and sending you hearts. I thought I should give you a chance to say hi to your friend and fellow medic.
Yeah, we are human. We are not robots. We also experience the emotions clients experience. And it's not that we are rude or anything, but sometimes when you're burnt out, you're burnt out. And one thing I came to learn, or I understood earlier into my profession, is you need to remember your clients are not your friends.
Ooh.
Keep it professional, always, because that client will turn and sue the hell out of you without blinking. So your clients are not your friends. Maintain professionalism at all costs.
Mm.
And if you see they're becoming a bother, you can redirect them to someone else politely. Just remember, your clients are not your friends. And something that happened to me, I know Anastasia and Christabel can understand this. You know, there was a time I was threatened at work. Must have been, I don't know if it was before COVID or during, or just when COVID had started showing its face in Kenya.
Yeah.
And you know how I am a very kind person and I am so willing to help. The number of people I've helped, just they've consulted and I didn't charge them a dime, are countless. I just listen to them. Okay, kiddo. Okay. Mommy's here. Mommy's here.
Nadia wants to sleep.
Yeah, she's sleeping. So there was a time, you know how you handle a client. Okay, it's like let's give an example. Goga, you come with your friend. Your friend is unwell, but the insurance isn't working. So they opt to use the insurance. So you register as Goga,
Yeah.
but when you come to the consultation room, your friend is the one who is coming in with your card. So I'm assuming it is Goga I am managing, but I think that was God trying to show the fraud. So when it was time to clock out, that time NHIF was using biometrics.
Mm.
The time he was clocking out, it jammed. So the receptionist called me like, there's a mini issue here. Can you come and
Yeah.
have a look? Because like I said before I joined the medical field, I had expertise with computers and matters IT.
Yeah.
So I went to check. So when I went to check to try to clear it out, and then I asked the client to come and put their finger for us to get the fingerprint. So whoever was coming to get the biometric reading, I was like, you're not the one I've seen. Why can't he come? And then it was like, see, yeah. There's just some weird explanation. So I told them, with all due respect, I'm going to have to withhold your identity card. You'll have to pay for these services because I can't, this year can't work. So I withheld the identity card and they left. They threw some insults there, then they left. So we thought the issue was handled. So when we were about to close, they came fully dressed in police uniform with guns.
Whoa.
And you don't want to know how shaken I was. And I was like, okay, God, if this is the day that I am to die, then so be it. So, I'm the one in charge. I have to keep a strong face for the receptionist and the lab tech we were with, so they don't fumble, they don't.
Yeah. Oh my God. No.
But I was literally shaking. They hurled insults at us, pointed the guns at us, but I just kept my stand and I told them, I'm giving you back the identity card until you pay for the services. So they harassed us. Oh God,
Wow. Sorry.
that was so traumatizing for me. And, it was so traumatizing because I really didn't understand why this person would do that. Yet you've asked for my help. I've given it willingly, but you lied to me. You lied to me, which is not right. And that is why I was saying, okay, some of those things, those are some of the things that made me just take
Pause.
a deep breath, and I'm like, yo, I'm not going to be replaced at home. Uh-uh. It took me time to get over it,
Hmm.
but I did. I did get over it. But also medics get threats, medics get killed by their clients. Again, like Evelyn, she said, we are human. Just because I'm giving you my expertise in whatever it is I'm doing
Hmm.
doesn't mean I don't have emotions, doesn't mean, it was sad actually. And even I remember saying, I'm not going to handle any other police client if this is how it's going to be, because they overstepped.
Yeah, they did overstep.
And it was, sometimes when I think about that, I still get the chills. What if he pulled the trigger? What if, I had a lot of what, and I'm like, okay, I need to stop right there. It didn't happen. Thank God it didn't happen. And we're here today.
Hmm.
So sometimes, and then that got me to ask, how secure are we? How protected are we as medics while at work? Because if they say the patient is, or the customer is always right, the patient, well, for me, I usually say the patient is always sick. You cannot always be right, but you can be sick. If you're coming to seek my services, you're sick. So,
Hmm.
but how secure are we in our places of work? Because that was outright harassment, that was outright uncalled for. So what if I was a target after I left my workplace? What if I was told, what if they tailed me to my home? I had a lot was going through.
The what tips I know.
Oh, and it just dawned on me. I'll never be replaced at home. I'll never be replaced. My sister won't have another me. My husband won't have there'll never be another me. But at
Yeah,
work, you can't be replaced. I will be replaced at work in an instant. So that in itself just got me to zone out of work, and just look for something else to do. And that is in itself actually propelled me to even apply for my studies in my degree, and just push ahead and just leave the environment. Yeah.
oh, that's powerful. It takes a very strong. It's not easy actually to choose that path, but and say this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to pursue, and to be so resolute in it that, and you look back and you're like, it paid off, Dr. Stella. You chose
It
you
did.
it's paid off. You
It did.
and maybe that is the hard decision you needed to make at that particular point in your life, and by then it did not make sense. I like there's a statement I think somebody once said that sometimes you have to go against common sense when you are choosing your healing journey and your decision. It will never make sense to most people, but eventually, when you're on the other side, people will be like, oh, this person actually, we try to talk to her, we try to tell her this, but either way, you chose you and it paid off, and well done, well done, well done, well done. And now comes YouTube. What inspired you to get into this platform? Why are you so, I like how somebody typed on the chat that even if you're not going to open your clinic anytime soon, anytime you're not going to reopen the clinic anytime soon, we are here. We can be coming here to the clinic for sessions so that we can get educated on our eye health. I think it was Tiffany who said that on the chat. So why YouTube? And Vision-wise with Dr. Stella, it already speaks for itself as a YouTube channel. There is nothing to add to drown the elegance of that channel name as it stands. Why YouTube? Why was it important for you to come into this platform? And why did you choose to share what, of course, is deeply passionate to your heart? How is the experience so far? You just hit 300 subscribers. What is the goal? What is the plan? Are you enjoying it, or is it an experiment, or is it
Yes.
or is it part of the healing journey?
First of all, we joined this YouTube channel all at the same time.
Mm,
Helen, Anastasia, and I. But then I had I had too much on my plate
mm,
that I remember telling Helen I have created my YouTube channel, but I am not I'm not in the right place of mind to do anything in it. But I used to support them
mm.
even
I
on
used to
school.
I used to see you a lot. So so
So actually, earlier last year is when Helen told me, "Why don't you start your YouTube? Why don't you do something on your YouTube channel?" She even got me to 10 subscribers without content, but I already had 10 subscribers.
mm.
She was like, "Helen, first of all, I am an introvert. How do you expect me to do this? This is outright crazy." She was like, "Well, you can just teach us anything about the eye. You are an eye specialist, right? Just tell us something about the eye and we'll see how to navigate." So that name was birthed by Helen.
Ah.
That,
Oh, because you
that
did
name
make
was,
you did make two interview appearances over at Helen's. There was a
yes,
part one and a part two, a follow up.
that,
Yeah.
yes, that name was birthed by Helen. And then I did a few videos, did a few lives. Then in a certain period, there's a time I remember I changed my name and you pointed it out. That time I was having, in self conflict, internal conflicts,
Oh,
you know,
you took it back to, was it Soita? I think you just took it back to
yes,
minus. Yeah.
minus vision. So that time I was having a self internal conflict. Okay, this is my brand, this is me. What if I disappear? I don't want to lose myself while growing this brand. What if I lose myself? I had those questions.
Mm.
But then there's something you say that, just got my focus back to where it was. And you're like, no, don't sell yourself short. You're in for this. I remember you said that during that live, and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, right. He said it. He literally just pulled me out of the closet just like that. Okay.
I'm glad I did it. I say a lot of things, Dr. Stella.
You said it so precisely and you were very serious by then. You're like, don't sell yourself short. You've got this. I was like, whoa, you didn't have to be that serious.
How do you it's in the name, like literally it is written in your name, literally what you're supposed to like be teaching the community. That's why I was like, why did you go back to like, why?
I was like, uh, I'm not so sure if I'm doing it. You remember I told you overthinking and perfectionism is what made me somewhat stuck.
Mm.
Was, am I doing it right? Am I,
Tell me about
okay. So overthinking is not the best. And having to show up, when all your entire life you had to show up being at your best. And then here comes YouTube. YouTube is freestyle. What do you mean freestyle? I'm not used to freestyle. Just
you're used to precision, and you're extremely brilliant. You're an extremely brilliant professional. I mean, you went to med school. That's already. I mean, that already should be enough. It already sets certain expectations from people, and then you come to this space where anything works, anything goes, and sometimes there are no rules, and you just wing it. And
I,
yeah.
I, I remember I was telling Helen, I can complete complex tasks in a snap. It's the simplest ones that get me. Oh, they just, I really feel so helpless with the simplest of tasks. But the
Yeah.
most complex one, in a heartbeat, they are done. So this YouTube has brought out another side of me where, you don't have to be serious all the time. Just go with the flow. And I'm loving it. Go with the flow. It will add
But
up. Just
but it never means that you're not serious. That's one thing. At least it's always very clear. Like it's just that there's a way to the seriousness.
yeah. So even with the lives that I've been posting with my managing moderator doing a lot in the background,
Mm.
outdoor activity. I used to do those. We posted those lives intentionally. The outdoor activities. Why? Because outdoor activity is very good for your eyes. You're not stuck on something that is near you.
The,
Your eyes
the,
get to
the, 20,
wander.
the 20 rule.
Exactly. Your eyes get to wander, your muscles are relaxed, you'll be blinking all the time. So, outdoor activity is clearly very important for your eyes.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love this. The first time I saw your channel, and I think it was, let me see what I'm doing. I think I'm doing the wrong thing. Let me pull this down. I was trying to share your channel. The first time I
Mhm.
saw your channel, um, it's a blessing that Helen was the first person who sold us to you, because she was doing that Sunday. It was, I think, a Saturday afternoon show, and I think your daughter was still fairly young.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
because I remember you gave her conditions and said, "Oh, I'll have to be out at a certain." You had like a very hard stop at a certain
Yes.
time, and
Yes.
you came there. You are not a content creator but a supporter, because I used to
Mhm.
see you around anyway. I used to see around Helen and Anastasia and everybody else, and you people kept you there longer than your hard stop because they were asking you questions.
Mhm.
And for me, I just liked how you effortlessly answered. There was no judgment. There was no like holding back. You are unpacking very complex medical questions from people on the chat. And we don't ask medically. We ask like lay people. We just don't understand the technical terms for it. I'm like, Dr. Stella, why am I crying? Dr. Stella, it's not crying, but Google, it's like your eyes are watery. Why am my eyes red? Why are my eyes bloodshot red? You talked about those different like conditions that we need to be wary of, and just it was shining through you. So it made sense when you started a channel and you actually called it Vision Wise with Dr. Stella. It was literally there for the taking. Because and I think one of the reasons I think you'll excel very well on your channel is because you are an authority in your space. So normally, when you are an authority in your space on YouTube, you kind of tend to enjoy YouTube because you know what you are saying. But if you are winging it, because Dr. Stella, and I'm not saying this just to massage your ego or anything, you are not actually, you are not like, you're not an imposter on YouTube. You've given us a lot of tips here just about eye care because you are a professional, you understand the profession. But you've talked about other things, you've talked about the profession and everything. You cannot be winging it unless you understand your stuff. There are people if if I came and started talking about eye health, I will fail terribly because I don't have the expertise and the authority to discuss things. But ask me anything about yoga, I will excel there because that's literally what I do. And I will, so it's like I'll be speaking the way you are speaking about eye care and things like that. So I like this name. I really like this name, and I think it's going to take you places. And I like how you said you are choosing to teach the community. For me, I think that was really deep. And maybe I want to understand why that was important for you, because you are not speaking to clients or patients, for lack of a better word. You are speaking to community. That is so powerful. Like, I don't even know that you are seeing the gravity of it, because for me that is what I think is going to make your channel pop.
I chose community because and I chose to use both languages, English and Kiswahili.
Mm,
With Kiswahili, I know I will reach a lot of people, those who don't understand English that much.
mm,
They will listen to Kiswahili and get what I am saying. And I speak fluent Swahili because I lived with my uncle who was a teacher of Kiswahili.
ooh,
And
ilimradi people.
you wouldn't you wouldn't speak broken Swahili or Sheng wherever he is. He'll pull your ear until you correct it.
Mm,
So I get every time I have to switch to Swahili, it just comes. It has to be fluent Swahili. No two way about it.
mm.
I do miss him so much. May his soul rest in peace. But he impacted my life in a good way, that I get to speak good Swahili. And it confuses a lot of people because when I speak Swahili, they ask if I am from the coast or if I'm.
Stella, Stella,
Yes, yes.
can you hold? Can you speak? I want you to welcome people to the Sunday service in Swahili. Forget. I know we have a lot of Americans and Jamaicans on the live stream. They will get first of all the fact that they know Goga. They should understand Swahili, and even Canadians, because they hang around Kenyans anyway. They've been hanging around Kenyans too long. They should understand. Even Redroom understands Swahili now, and he can make sense of what I'm saying. Um, Welcome us in Swahili, just briefly, so that we can hear. You can hear Swahili in its purest form.
Okay. Let me pick the simplest line possible.
Yeah.
Hujambo na karibu kwenye ibada ya Jumapili.
Okay, well done. She just said, welcome, how are you guys, and welcome to the Sunday service.
So actually, if I am to ask you, Goga, what is your national language?
Swahili. Swahili.
You know Swahili?
Yes, I speak Swahili. The only reason I don't speak Swahili on YouTube is because of my audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do speak. Meet me with people, with other normal Kenyans. I'm always speaking Swahili.
Yeah, it's funny because if you ask a lot of people don't even know if Swahili is a national language.
I don't speak it fluently, but I do speak it because it's a national language. I think I remember telling people here on YouTube that a typical Kenyan speaks like 3 languages. So it's not like a foreign thing. Like that's the minimum. So I speak about 5 languages in Kenya, but a typical Kenyan should be able to speak like 3 languages, and Swahili is usually like our national language. English is like official.
It's a formal, official
English is
or
like
formal language.
official or the formal language because of purposes of doing business and interaction with other governments. And then of course there's our tribal language. So for me, I think I pretty much speaks like 2 of them. And then then of course there are those ones you learn because you've been hanging around that tribe for so long, or maybe at work. So you pick it up and you master it as a tribe. So you may find that you speak about 5 languages as a typical Kenyan. Then throw French in there, maybe for those who have done now foreign languages and things like that. It's very easy. So to find a Kenyan speaking all these languages. But yeah, I do.
Okay. So why I chose community and why I chose both English and Swahili is because I knew I will reach a greater number of people.
Nice. Nice.
And the videos that I've posted on my channel come in twos. It has got both English and Swahili version. So if you don't understand the English version, you can always go
Is
to the
Bash.
Swahili
Oh,
version.
wow, that's beautiful. I like that.
Yes. So and I plan on posting a lot more now that at least my schedule has eased up. So let's get to
In,
it.
Nice. I like this. Guys, blink, 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 blink. We've been told that you have to blink after every 15 minutes. You blink and then you take 20 seconds to look at an object 6 meters away. I'm now trying to look. I need to go and get an object that I'll place somewhere in the house to be looking at. Um, I like that. Yeah, I think. And how is your experience so far on YouTube? 300 subscribers later. How is it? I like asking people who are starting on YouTube that question because I remember me. I remember myself 6 years ago.
It's nice. You know, when they say the world today is a global village,
Mm,
for me, YouTube is the real global village.
indeed.
You start your day in Kenya, you go to Sweden, you go to Michigan, you go to Canada, you finalize in the UK, and it's just awesome. You get to enjoy all sorts of cultures at the comfort of your phone.
I love that.
This is the global village we were waiting for.
You
I
know,
can't believe.
I like that global village because when Jamaica and what's her name? When Jamaica was going through the Hurricane Melissa the other day, Sadie is here. Sadie Bumper is here, and she's in Jamaica. You know what made me appreciate that we are a global village? The fact that I understood the affairs that are happening in Jamaica, like I live there. Because you could literally have a conversation with a Jamaican about Hurricane Melissa. And I remember, I think my uncle caught me in the middle of a conversation with somebody on a live stream about Hurricane Melissa, about how their communication masts are down.
Yeah,
It's take a bit of time for electricity to come back. And they were like, "How do you know that stuff?" I'm like, "But they're in the community. So I know them because we are a global village. So we kind of know what's going on in Jamaica because they're literally community."
yeah,
And I think that is powerful. It's a very powerful thing. And for you, I think even with this space of talking about, I think I held from a lens of community. The possibilities are endless, honestly.
they're endless.
Possibilities are endless. And guys, let me see. Goga, has Dr. Stella approved your glasses? Leave me alone. Who is this asking these questions? Evelyn, Dr. Stella is on a sabbatical. Why are you asking this question? Why are you like this? Dr. Stella is on a sabbatical. Why are you asking these questions? Can't you like ask things directly? Kevin had asked about she's on sabbatical. Didn't you just hear she's on sabbatical? She's not yet going back to reopen the clinic. Leave my glasses alone. The doctor has not commented on my glasses. Why are you guys giving her ideas to start? She said you have to go to a clinic just to do like certain tests. Let it go, guys. But stand down. Stand down. Let it go. There's a comment here, and maybe I can let this be our just to start also finalizing the conversation. This is becoming a very hot conversation as well, especially in the eye space, glaucoma. And I know this especially from this famous senator in Kenya, Senator Crystal, who I think lost her sight because this was not like it was not handled well. So Kevin, she's talking about glaucoma as being one of the most realest things here. What is your take on this? Because I know this is becoming very hot as a topic as well.
Wow.
Without mentioning my glasses, yeah.
First of all, the A after the L is silent.
Oh, how do you say it?
Glaucoma.
Wait, say it again. Wait, what is silent?
The A
A.
after the L. Letter A after the L is
So you
silent.
say glaucoma.
Yes.
Oh, so it's not glaucoma.
No, it's glaucoma.
I am guided. Guys, I hope you are taking notes because the things we've learned on this Sunday service today. Blinking, we are blinking, we are blinking, we are blinking. It's glaucoma.
Yes.
And while we are on this glaucoma business, you love to tell me why Evelyn is calling you creativity. Evelyn, Dr. Stella, but I know she's talking to creativity on the chat. Anyway, thank you. Uh,
Uh,
and and
Glaucoma.
and
Mm-hmm.
Miss TikTok is saying my mom had glaucoma, so I make sure I check myself as well. So I think that we can pick that glaucoma conversation so that Kevinish does not feel that we missed out that question.
Glaucoma can be classified in various ways. We have primary and secondary. We have juvenile and adult onset, dependent on whichever you decide. Juvenile is or
Okay.
neonatal, where a child is born with it. There are those people who are born with it, and then there are those that you get to have them in your adulthood. Now, glaucoma, like I said, this is one of the conditions that is a silent condition. It steals your vision silently. No pain, no symptoms, just blurriness, and your vision is gone.
Wow.
Yeah, it is very silent. It is very silent.
Nothing
Very
like
silent. No pain. No, you'll just see blurry vision. The moment you start feeling pain, you're in the last phase of losing your sight. Now,
oh.
glaucoma is a spectrum of several conditions where
Wait,
just
before
the
you go, let me ask you, Dr. Stella, you mean you not get any of these things?
if you get
This
any of these things, then that means it's acute. That means it had a sudden onset, maybe probably due to trauma or something underlying that has brought about it.
okay.
Other than that, it has no symptoms. It's very quiet.
Wow.
And people realize when their vision is already far gone. And the fact that most people realize when it's too late, once you realize you have glaucoma, now that's a family history. Your lineage, they have to keep on checking the eye pressure and the status of the optic nerve. Just the way we usually have our maybe weekly or which however number of times you decide to check your blood pressure, your body blood pressure.
Yeah.
The eye too has pressure. And if it is higher than 22 millimeters of mercury, persistently higher, and then your peripheral vision, you can only see centrally. From here going to this other side, you can't see. And then the optic nerve, the nerve that connects the eyes onto the brain, has to be impaired or completely shattered. So you find your vision is blurry because your optic nerve is sending mixed or half signals onto the brain. So perceiving images becomes hard, so you get the blurry vision. So for you to define glaucoma, you have to have those three things: elevated blood pressure, optic nerve damage, and peripheral vision loss. You see, when I talk about peripheral vision, you see, when you cover your eyes, there is the farthest your eye can see up to this side. If you take your finger until you can't see it anymore, that is the farthest your eye can see. And then when you cover the other eye, the same thing. So where your finger the peripheral side, or the farthest your finger can see. So with glaucoma, it eats up or it blurs the peripheral vision. So you're only left with what you can see right in front of you. So when your peripheral vision is gone and your eye pressures are extremely high, persistently high, and the optic nerve is damaged, then you can define that as glaucoma. And it is a silent killer of sight, not unless it has been triggered by something acute. You really don't have any symptoms.
Oh.
So yearly eye check is important, where you get walk to a hospital facility, just a request for an eye exam. Let them check your visual acuity, let them check your eye pressure, let them check the status of your retina. It's very important.
So
It's
regular
very
eye
important.
checks.
Yes,
But you said also it has a lot to do with genetics, right?
yes. So
So
like
so,
this, like
so
mm,
Titi now who has to go and get checked because her mother used to have glaucoma.
yes,
And
and
she says
also her
she
kids
says
also need to be checked.
or she says she also does field testing.
Field testing, yes,
Hmm.
yes. We have to do.
What?
It's called visual field testing. How
Oh,
far
okay.
can you? Yes,
You should imagine you should know what I was imagining. She's somewhere out in a field doing a test. TT you
yes.
cannot
So
be using
that's
TT you cannot be using medical terms. There's only one doctor on the screen, so you have to be specific because when you say field testing from TT, because TT is my SI unit of drama and nothing serious about medical things. I'm imagining you out in the field.
yeah. So for Miss TikTok girl, even her children, they'll
Or
have
have
to
to.
keep on doing the eye checks just to be sure, just to be safe. Because, like I
Okay.
said, it's a silent killer of vision, of sight. So you really need to be very careful, and it can be managed
Hmm.
through surgery and through medication. First, you start with your medication. If the medication doesn't work, then we intervene with surgery. But it's also dependent with the type of glaucoma you have.
Or if it's acute, it's a bit. Um,
You have to do the surgery first, then continue with the medication. So you have to weigh. You have to do an eye exam, a complete eye exam for us to know what type of glaucoma it is, so
mm.
that we can be able to tell how we are going to manage it.
Oh wow,
Yes.
guys.
And just as glaucoma is, so is diabetes. Diabetes too is a silent killer of vision if not well managed.
Well, definitely. I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends yesterday, who is a nurse about diabetes, and I remember I think he was explaining some very interesting concepts to me because I think we lost somebody, from our school cohort to diabetes, and it was those things. It was like these things have to be managed. It even and you went to. I like how you explained that you have to go into something as simple as if you're a diabetes person, you even have to avoid injuries. Like these careless
Yes,
injuries, like
yes,
like cuts and whatnot. And I was like,
yes,
what? It's like, yeah, you can get amputated and stuff. Okay, yeah.
yes, yes.
So interesting.
And if your sugars are persistently high,
Hmm.
those people with diabetes, they usually cause breaks.
Hmm.
Blood vessels break within the eye, then you bleed into the eye.
Oh
And when
wow.
you bleed into the eye, it will interfere with your vision. For you to perceive light, for you to a clear image to be formed, the media has to be clear. So
Hmm.
when there is light, when there is blood, the media is already blocked, so you won't see clearly. So with diabetes, yes, you can actually get blind from diabetes if you're not keen.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm impressed. Yes, she answered as you asked. Very, yeah. That's Yeah, that's Dr. Stella for you. I told you guys we came serious, and then I'm happy to report Miss TikTok says she doesn't have it, so she keeps up with the necessary checkups. One
Very
of the things,
important.
yeah, one of the things that is coming out of this conversation, just as we get towards the end, is the need for checkups. And Tiffany, for example, says that she's been postponing her checkups for like months, but now she based on the Sunday service today, she's already scheduling the appointment to make sure it is done this month without further delay. So I think I like how it's really like a trigger in terms of the things that need to be done. She also says how she needs to take back her daughter to the doctor, and also making an appointment for herself too. A comment came in from your twin. Dr. Stella can agree with me that many of the times you get to the locker room, shed tears, and then go back to work like nothing happened. I thought that's something that you do not want to miss in terms of the reality of the medical profession. Um,
Agreed. Agreed.
yeah, Sisi said, fill your own cup first. Once it is replenished and overflowing, then pour it into others. I am learning that every single day the hard way. As for the book of Psalms, I was told people tap into the overflow. You don't pour from your cup. They tap from what is already. You have abundance, so they tap from it. I think I'm learning that concept and I'm appreciating. And then Kisha just said something there that goes to your sister. I wanted your sister to make sure that she sees this. Such a blessing to have a nurturing and loving sister to support you in so many ways. And yeah, and I think I like this comment. Sometimes it takes an outside view to understand where we are.
Yeah.
Learning to observe ourselves, especially in our struggle, is so hard. And you captured it so elegantly when you said there is no formula to healing. I think for me, that was my take home there. There is no formula. It's going to look different to everybody. And sometimes you have, and I like what you say that you need to stop fighting it and just, you know, I think there's a word you used. Yeah.
Feel the
Recognize.
feels. Feel the emotions. Do not numb anything.
Yeah, do not numb. That is the word I was looking for. Do not numb the emotions. I think for me, because it guys, that numbing thing, sometimes it's like you're thinking of protecting yourself, but yes, don't numb the emotions. Um, I think guys, I think those are the things that I'm seeing that are pending. I don't think there's any question that I've missed. I think I captured everything. I think I captured everything on the questions. I want to release Dr. Stella, guys, because it is late. It is 11:30, and I know tomorrow is a Monday as well for some of us who have to like report to the office. So I want to just like close this down. If there is any burning question that you want to ask, make sure you are subscribed to her channel. The link is pinned there on top of my chat. You will find this live stream tomorrow on both my channel and her channel. I'm going to share with her my collaboration link so that she can accept it, and then she'll also appear as a collaborator to the people who are going to rewatch the live stream tomorrow, so that at least they can get to have at least this experience. But my encouragement to you is keep the channel going, keep the channel going, keep the channel going. I'm going to make you go through an exercise that every Sunday service guest goes through. I'm not going to ask you 15. I'm going to ask you 5 quick fire questions. Quick fire questions. Number one, and I know this one you're going to answer because you just said it. The first rapid fire question. The one eye habit you wish creators would stop today.
Would stop rubbing their
Yeah.
eyes. Don't rub.
I like how you say that. I like why you say that because Tiffany on the chat was saying how she is so impressed how she has not rubbed her eyes on the Sunday service today because of that awareness of blinking. Me, I'm impressed. I've not rubbed my eyes because I always do that a lot when I'm on live stream and even generally. Today, I've kept my hands off my eyes. Like when I see them going up, I just hold the table or do something with them. And thank you for that. Second question: one habit that us creators should start immediately towards our eye health.
The 20-20-20 rule.
20 20 20 rule, guys, and I think you can go back and listen to what she said, and the slides are there. I think I will pull it back just for purposes of like what she said. The 20 20 20 rule, where you take a 20-second break every 20 minutes to look at objects that are 20 feet away. I just love that. You know, it's very easy to just read it that way. So take a screenshot. That is a habit we'll be doing. That 20-second break, in case you are on a live stream, especially those of you like doing live streams and you're just looking at the lights and the things, take that 20-second break every 20 minutes to look at objects 20 feet away. And then you come back to the live stream. It is only 20 seconds. Only 20 seconds. 20 seconds is the time you normally take to like go and get some water, come back to your live stream, tell people, guys, I'm coming back, or take a phone call or something like that. It still works. And you can try maybe something else, like even garden, walk into the garden real quick, just to appreciate that. Um, the number that was number 3. Number 4, the most ignored eye symptom. The most ignored eye symptom that should never be ignored. Sorry, I missed that.
Blurry vision.
Blurry vision. Ooh. Okay.
Because there are a lot of things that can make your eyes blurry.
Okay. Okay. Blurry vision.
Yes. Are your eyes blurry because you have a refractive error? Are your eyes blurry because you have glaucoma? Is it diabetes? There are a lot of things. So blurry vision, don't ever hesitate. Don't.
Thank you. Oof. The best age to start taking eye health seriously. I know that is just pushing it, but
Eye health starts even before conception.
oh,
Yes. You have to take your prenatal vitamins because by the time you are 4 weeks into your gestation, the eyes of the baby in your womb have already formed. And if you don't take your prenatal vitamins or your folic acid, whichever it is your country gives for pregnant mothers, you might just end up giving birth to a child with an eye that is not fully formed. So you can imagine by the time you're 4 weeks pregnant, the eye is formed, the heart is formed. So if you don't take your folic acid as required, you're harming that child. Already you're failing on matters eye care for the child. So eye care starts even before conception. Mark that.
that's powerful.
But
Titi,
if you haven't,
yeah.
Occutive, yes. Occutive is very nice. It has got all the vitamins that you need. But as much as you're taking Occutive, you have to make sure you know what I like about God. God gave us all the medicine we need naturally.
Mm.
You have vitamin B from vegetables. You have vitamin C from fruits. You have vitamin A from carrots, from sweet potatoes, from mangoes. So as much as you're taking eye supplements, infuse that with your diet. Take the required fruits and the required foods for your eyes. That's simple.
Are there any? Those are my rapid fire questions. But when it comes to, for me, I like asking this because as as someone in the wellness space, for me, I take what I eat very seriously. So, are there like any recommendations, especially when in the spirit of just being like health conscious about your eye, from a diet angle or maybe from what you eat? Yeah.
Yes, What you eat impacts your body and your eyes in totality. Why do, lack of vitamin A brings about night blindness? And where do we get vitamin A? From carrots, from sweet
Carrot.
potatoes,
Mm,
from mangoes. Yes. So the foods you eat are very important because they not only nourish your body, but your eyes as well. So anytime you eat the food, it's not only your body that is being nourished,
mm,
even your eyes get the nourishment that they require. And when we talk about hydrating for clear skin, for good kidneys, for what have you,
mm.
hydrating is also important for the eyes because where do you think your tears come from? If you don't drink water, do you think if you cry you'll have
Cool.
you need water for the tears? Come on.
That's a very good angle. I never thought about it. Okay, guys, I think did you find this conversation helpful? Type it down there on the chat. We are about to just end the live stream, so there's only one assignment that is left for Dr. Stella, and that is usually to give her conclusions and maybe just to do a quick recap, the best way she can. It does not need to. She does not need to repeat anything she said, and then just to also do a call to action. One of the things she'll ask is just keep subscribing to her channel so that you can grow her community that she's building. And then we are going to go on Nagoga and Dr. Stella read, and then I will read the affirmation. And then we can, once we read the affirmation, I'll be able to release you. Yeah, and then what else was I saying? Okay, she said something about community and how she's trying to like diversify the languages, and we'll be talking about subtitles on Wednesday during the academy. I will put I think I've already put that out there, so please carry your laptops to the class on Wednesday. I kindly carry your laptops with you because you cannot do whatever I'll be teaching on Wednesday on phone. Otherwise, you just have to come and watch and then go and get a laptop so that you can do it practically. So that's going to be our mantra on Wednesday. So I'm going to give Dr. Stella a chance to just like do an outro on solo layout, and then as soon as she does that and says bye, I'm going to end her live stream on her side, jump over back to my channel so that we can read the affirmation, and then I will send you up on the raid. So that always gives me enough time to set up the raid and do all those things and confirm that somebody is not somebody. I don't crash a flight. So yeah, let's do that. So as soon as she does that and says bye, I will end her live stream. Just click back and come to my live stream. One of the mods can drop my link, and then you can come here. We read the affirmation, and then I can release you guys. Dr. Stella, thank you so much for the time. You're a mother of two, you're a wife, and you are Kenyan like me. I've kept you at the Sunday service for nearly 4 hours on a Sunday evening when you could have been hanging out with your family and stuff. I don't take it for granted. And I just want to say thank you so much for creating the time. Guys, please connect to her because you are going to get these tips. It is a channel that it's an education channel. It is going to be a big channel one of these days. It's going to be a big deal. So you better connect to it. Get with the program. See her when she's at 300. Yeah. Brace yourself. Next time she'll be addressing the entire communities, and you may not have time to get to have a one-on-one with her. So yeah, so I hope that we really get to see more of your what you are creating on your channel. But I think you are doing something right, and I think this is really the best way. And it is. Let me say that I can share that. There's something I wanted to share before you say something. This is what I was telling you. It is what you're meant to do because you're an authority in the space. And usually, there's one of my favorite quotes here that I told people at the Sunday service one day, and they thought I'm very proud. This was the quote, and I think even you'll just start laughing when you see it. This quote, this quote always drives me. It affirms me anytime I start second guessing myself on YouTube. This is the wisdom. Dr. Stella, read it for us.
When you've studied your craft in depth, you don't argue with people who dabble in your field of expertise as a hobby.
Absolutely. Yep. 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 That is it. That is the message right there. That is the message right there. So I will let Dr. Stella do her outro, then we can find a way to like release you guys. So Dr. Stella, over to you, and there you go.
Thank you so much, Goga, for having me. Thank you, great people, for getting me to 301 subscribers. I highly appreciate, and I'm truly honored to have shared my knowledge with you. And I look forward to learning a lot from you as well. Keep the questions coming. Most of the things that we have talked about here today, there are videos on my channel about it. So if you feel you still want to go and understand them better, you can find them on my channel. And that's down there, just below my name, co-founder of Aesthetics Eyewear. The founder is in the chats, my elder sister, and we'll be launching it quite soon. So I look forward to working with her in all ways possible and growing with her. And if you forget everything that we have discussed tonight, remember to blink and remember the 20-20-20 rule. Be blessed.
Okay. Right.